All right, let's begin. Well, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then zoop. How's it going, nerds? Happy Sunday, the day before I have to go back to the wage cage. Pain, agony, even. Let me say hello to all the nerds. Also, hello to somebody who exists on the YouTube side. Let me do it. Yes. It is the day of the sun. Though right now it is storming pretty bad where I'm at. The internet should be fine. I don't see any issue with that. So we should be good there. And how you doing, Moss? Congratulations on your first. Hello, Sora. How you doing, nobody? Hello, Shark Ray. Hello, Chieftain. Hello, Jay. Hello, Burrito. And hello, Ranchero. Burrito Ranchero. There we go. That sounds like a delicious burrito. Hello, Matthew. And hello, Black Roses. Yeah, back to employment. I might be lucky and get tomorrow off. Potentially, but it seems very unlikely. But today was pretty good though. I woke up at oh damn, we're cat already. Jesus Christ, we're catting fast. I had a good time. I finally got the little sticky little tabs I ordered from Amazon, so I have to. I spent a decent amount of time hanging up a bunch of posters that I got from Alice Sawyer while listening to a documentary on. It's weird. There's two things that I have never really interacted with, which is the movie Cats and what's that guy? The Ken Panders? The dude who did a bunch of weird Sonic shit. I can do this. Hey, there we go. But like, I find both of them very fascinating to just like watch other people yap about them. I don't know why. So I was doing that while hanging up posters and doing a little bit of remaining organization. I actually, you know what? Compared to like the last couple of times I've had 2 weeks off or even like a week off, I feel pretty great about this. I did a lot of stuff I wanted to do, which is no rest for hell. No, never. It's the unfortunate infinite grind. But speaking about the infinite grind, aka my backlog, ta-da! Today I am working on a. Do I want to like zoom in? This is a. So this is not the official model, but this is a Castigator for Trench Crusade. Hell yeah, that's a punt gun. Yes, it is. So he's one of the models that's always strong enough to wield a punt gun. So I figured doing him with a punt gun would be a good idea. And how you doing, Charlie? Welcome. How you doing? Oh, he's got because normally punt guns you can load and fire with two dudes as part of like a team. But if you got strong, you can fire a punt gun by yourself. So he's a good punt gun holder. The typical, I mean, I like the default Castigator like canonical look. Yeah, I can put up a picture of what like the quote unquote canonical Castigator looks like, which is a little silly when it comes to Trench Crusade because there's like it's a very DIY kind of setup. But yeah, let me show you what the official one looks like. Also, if any of you seen that picture of a what's it called? If any of you have seen a picture of a artillery witch doing a sick flip, don't worry. I have a kit bash printing for that right now. So the plan is to do that next week. Let me see if I can find him. There we go. How you doing, Fox? How you doing? Nice. Yeah, I think I got all the parts I need for it. I need to do a little bit of a noodle. God damn it, we got ads. Pain, agony, even. How you doing, Fox? How you doing? But yeah, this is the default guy. Let's see. I'll wait to explain. I'll wait to explain after everyone comes back from ads. Let's go. So let me like get in there. So we are back from ads. Yippee! Welcome back from ads, everyone. Hopefully, I've heard that like some of you guys said that like the ads get done unevenly, which is a little weird. But where am I going with this? But yeah, that's like what the quote unquote like official one looks like. But I find that the role that most people give them is not equivalent to that at all. So I decided to make one that made a lot more sense, which is like big. Or actually, I think when I made them, when I zoomed in, I accidentally like just getting progressively fuzzier. There we go. This is probably a good distance. Let's see, figure out how to just find someone in the server. Hey, yo, let's go. I mean, supposedly, I know there's been a couple of times where people have tried to put together games in the server. It's just scheduling is always the great beast. So I don't know if any of them have ever gotten off the ground. There has definitely been attempts though, and like depending on where you live, it might be easier to get games. Hell, if you live in Florida, you can look for my sponsor Squids, who has a whole ass shop. So that's an option. But I also know that not everyone lives in Florida. Probably for the best, honestly. Or good old Oregon. don't know. I don't know. I'm follow your heart. I just don't like dox anything about yourself that you wouldn't want revealed to people on the internet. But like, yeah, I think that should be. I mean, the other option is that you just need to what's it called? You'll just need to find like a local shop and then get on the Discord server, which is going to be scary, but that's probably going to be your best bet for a game. No, Jay's fucking around. Like, that is not an official message deleted. That's not an official message deleted. I can tell there's like an actual like proper like like little message thingy. He's goofing. He's goofing. Yeah, let's go. How you doing, Steve? How you doing? It do be how time. It do be how time. We're getting people bamboozled, as one does. Yeah, I got the lad. He's looking. I really like this. This is a sculpt from what's it called? It's called like the Red Crusade. This is like a model for like like a third-party Warhammer fantasy. I removed some like Warhammer insignia. The head was interchangeable, so I could put this on there. I added the cross and like the little like icon thing. Got this. This used to have like a big pole that had a like a big burning book on it, but I'm gonna replace it with this wheel, so it's gonna be like that when it's all said and done. I'm keeping the wheel separate though, because if not, that is going to be a huge pain in the dick to deal with later. So I decided to deal with this. Yeah, I don't know. I think when it usually comes to like message deleted, it's usually like something like legitimately. Usually it's bots more than anything. Usually whenever a message truly gets deleted, it's like buy new followers from, which is like once again, don't pretend to be a bot, because like a lot of times, like both myself and mods will just kind of snap to like destroy that. So don't do that. They'll never do that. Never pretend to be a bot, even as a joke. That's how you doing, Paton, Alistair. Welcome. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm coping my last day before having to go back to the wage cage. But otherwise, I'm doing pretty fantastic. I think Ron's been busy for a bit. I don't know. Probably get some other Discord, I imagine. It'll be fun. But yeah. I've been doing pretty. It's there's always that little bit of like, oh, I wasted potential. Like I could have been the Uber Max super product man. I did a lot of sleep debt catching up though, which is gonna help me for the year, I guess. Yeah, she had like something going on. But yeah, I don't know if she's returned to like full-time streaming yet, but I wish her the best of luck. Ronan's a very sweet lady. Ronan's a very, very sweet. Yeah, back to the cage, unfortunately. Am I safe? That's how you doing, Pig. Welcome. How you doing? So I'm definitely in an area that's getting hit by the winter weather. I don't need to go outside right now, so I'm technically safe. The roads, I live in an area. Okay, so like I think I don't really super mention where I'm at, but I just generally somewhere in the south. That's how you doing, son? Welcome. How you doing? And I actually like living in the South, but nobody here is good with weather. Nobody here can handle weather. It's if there's like even a fraction of ice on the ground, everyone becomes like a panicking chicken. It's great. That's how you doing, self-satisfied, right? I guess I'm not too surprised. My Blue Sky account gets like Tech News Daily and like one other bot. So far, they're not malicious. It's just they seem to retweet my shit every now and then, which is weird, but I kind of hoped that there'd be less bots, and really, I mean, I don't get bot DMs on Blue Sky, which is nice compared to like usually it's just porn bots. It's always porn bots on Blue Sky. It's like not Blue Sky, on Twitter. It's like, oh, go to virushub.gov to get my videos. Oh well, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's how you doing, Party Poison. It's 4 at the years. That's a mood. That's a mood. I'm gonna be forced to think in like a productive capacity soon. I'm not super jazzed about that, but it'll be fine. But yeah, my so the V-Roy will likely come back. So there's like a couple. I think the funky sleeves is something I could fix, and along with the, I don't entirely know if the finger shadow was something for me or if that was like a thing I need to bug Happy Pocket. Either way, I'm sure she'll be fine to like get that fixed. Worst case, I could throw a little bit of money to be like, yo, this is outside of the revision period, but can I get this fixed? But I like that. But so I like the Vroid. It's got some tweaks. I would like to bring it back eventually. I'd like to do a painting stream, but for right now, we're gonna say Vroid Owl is gonna be a very sparingly used feature. It's good to have though. It is good to have. I also did put for later. I might eventually fund this myself, but I did put a Oculus Quest on the ye old throne. So eventually, maybe I might even try to be able to do. I don't know. I feel weird when people go too far into like doing the like all VR chat streams or whatever. But there's probably some way to do something like that, to do like a meetup or whatever. That might be fun. Go on an eyeball quest. Like an Oculus Quest? Oh yeah. That's right. I put the Oculus Quest 3 on there. About my state's name. It's that's just gonna happen. I'm sorry. that is the fate. How you doing, Toast? Welcome. How you doing? Working on my Castigator. Very early in the painting, but he's got sandals I need to like elaborate a bit more on. But like right now, I'm just getting some like getting some base shades going on. Yeah, the mouse block button's pretty nice too. I've been off work for weeks. Yeah, honestly, it's weird. Like I said, I miss being a NEET, but sometimes that level of structure keeps your brain sane. And I definitely towards like week 2, I was like, oh god, I'm like going to bed at like 4 in the morning. Like this is the fucking of my schedule is already getting there. But I get like branded paintbrushes. I know that's a thing. I know like Squidmar does that. I think that's still a bigger thing. There's a lot of merch that can be made eventually at some point, but I need to become a lot bigger. I'm a lot bigger of a online funny man before it gets to that point. Hellblaster going. I mean, the nice thing, you could at the very least like get everything but the glow going. Like that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Or Terminator would also be good too. You made a dice thing? Wait, what do you mean I made a dice thing? So far as like merch goes, like that thing. No, Squids did that primarily. Squids has access to the people with like the laser cutters and stuff for the dice tray. That was not me at all. Also Goth Strawberry, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. And your name is delightful. How are you doing? How you doing? So, it looks so bad I deleted it. Hey, to be fair, everybody's first VTuber drafts look pretty bad. You guys saw Hal 1.0 yesterday. He was kind of garbage. He didn't stick around for very long. I eventually found ways to improve him, but like it's either like you learn to pick up skills or you buy stuff. Either way it'll work. And that's Aces. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. How you doing, Fuber, as well? What did you technically finish building? Yeah, exactly. Also, like did I say hi Mittens? Hi Mittens. How you doing? Yeah, you'll go start somewhere. It's an iterative process for sure. But yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm primarily a Grail and Court lad, but like, I have a bunch. I technically could convert my Turnip 28 army into Pilgrims, but what I have been doing is like slowly making actual like unique models for it. So like currently right now, this is going to be my Castigator. I'm going with Castigator as a big man with a big gun and a little hammer, but like, I like the idea that like, so my version of a Castigator, which I think is like pretty common, like, inspire faith through torture. So he's got the set comes with like little pliers on the thing, which is nice, on the cloak, which is good. A 1.0 model. Hey, let's go. Oh, your kill team. Fuck yeah, let's go. Best of luck on those lads. I keep trying to see if any of my local shops has the Night Lord's kill team in it. And apparently that one is still hella sold out. I've been to like 3 different stores. I just don't think it's going to happen. He is a very cool dude. So this is not an official model, but it uses official bits. So the base model is from a thing called like the Red Crusade, which was just like, I don't remember which model manufacturer made it. The head, the punt gun, the wheel, the cross, and like the little Virgin Mary little metal thing. Those are all from the Kickstarter. Those are like, they released what was like the Kit Bash kit, which has been a godsend for someone like me who likes the Kit Bash. It's just basically like all the weapons, and you got like little Christian, little doodly bits. It's been great. It's been fantastic. I got all 3 of them. There's technically 6. There's a Hell one, a Christian one, and a Sultanate one, and they come with both like little bits, but also weapons. The only tricky thing is that none of the weapons come with hands, so sometimes you have to pose it. I definitely been doing a lot of put the weapon on the back, and that works. Does the body be built properly? Well, that's not too bad. I mean, hell yeah. I mean, like, you know, if it's like mostly built, that's still a pretty good achievement. Yeah, the extra bits have been nice. What kind do you recommend because of basic? I would not prefer Games Workshop brushes. If you don't mind ordering online, I find that Rosemary and Company have a very good price to quality ratio. They are in the UK, so you get like $10 shipping, which is and they're a little slow, which is unfortunate. But you can get a bunch of really good red sable brushes for like $3 or $4 each, and those last a decent amount of time. The big thing also I would recommend is brush cleaner. Get you like a master's brush thing. Or I also like pink soap if you like liquid. Some brush soap will make your brushes last longer. Let's see you, Buckers. Have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. Listen, as fun as it is to dunk on the British, you can't avoid Britain in the minis hobby. They kind of run a monopoly on that shit. Also, Enthalpy Flow, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Hopefully I did not Enthalpy Flow. Hopefully I did not fuck up your name. If I did, please correct me on that. I would like to get your name right. How's it going? Do you not know me? I'm Halbernat, the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Escape Variety. But yeah, no, it's like, listen, it's fun. It's fun to make fun of the British, but like, a lot of hobby supplies and stuff will come from the UK, and a lot of good stuff comes from there. But thank you for saying, yeah, no problem. I like to do the mini paints, so I do that twice a week, which I'll be doing that next week as well. I'm a little sad, so next week I will not be doing Goemon on Wednesday because I'm going to be part of a collab because my good friend Echo Gummy be doing a big subathon thingy, so I'm going to be part of that. But yeah, next week's plan is to start on the lemon pig. I got my molds today. I got my resin molds today, so this Saturday I will be cubing a lemon in resin. Hopefully this time it works a little bit smoother than last time. Let's see, and what else I'll do? I paint rats, and usually I do. Yeah, I think yeah. When it comes to like bants, I don't know. I don't get too mean on bants. It's like, you know, like little teases, but yeah, no. Becoming a VTuber made my like people I know incredibly like way more international. It's been pretty great actually. You know, I grew up in a very small nowhere town. I live in a like reasonably like, you know. There's a decent amount of people here of different places, but not like a huge amount. So it's seeing the online panoply has been interesting. We're definitely just really getting base coats today, but that's fine. I also pre-painted his gooch a bit, so you guys aren't gonna see the gooch. he has the this game is PG-13 like little gooch sensor. How you doing, Nitrous? Welcome. How you doing? See, yeah, I mean, 9 out of 11 minis is still a really good ratio, honestly. A really good ratio. I wish I could get into Doctor Who, because on paper, I should really like Doctor Who. It's sci-fi, it's campy, it's got like a bunch of like cool time travel stuff. I just find that this is going to sound incredibly stupid, but I find that every time they go into the past, I don't like it. I actually don't like the past stuff on Doctor Who. I like the alien cultures in the future, but whenever they're like, we're back in London. Why? Okay. There's an alien here. Okay. So yeah, this is a mini for Trench Crusade. It's not like an official model, but it's because I don't like having my models be official because I'm a special snowflake boy. Also, because I enjoy kit bashing, and I love games that are like, yeah, just like kit bash whatever you want. Like the kit bashing is a feature, not a bug. Games Workshop, if they had the option to remove kit bashing from their game, like if there was like an evil genie, they could wish upon the lamp to make sure that you could only kit bash with official Games Workshop products. They absolutely did. Oh yeah, Fuber said that 9 out of the 11 like kill team guys already. You know, those numbers are used for things other than dates. You know, you can have 11 of a thing. You fucking goober. Did I be locked in a tiny cell? I don't know. I don't remember what I started watching on the 9th Doctor, which I like the 9th Doctor guy. Very neat. And then I got a little bit into Tenant stuff, and I was like, I don't think I'm feeling this. I don't think I'm feeling this, Mr. Krabs. Which is a shame because every now and then I do go on like the wiki and just look up like the deep lore stuff for like fucking Daleks and like Cybermen I find very fascinating. Like that stuff I think is rad. It's just that when I watch this show, it's like 50-50 on whether I'm gonna like actually enjoy it or not. Which is a bummer. But like, you know, people do like it, and that's good. I'm trying not to be a hater. I wish I liked it more, weirdly enough. I feel like I should. Yeah, I think it's some point soon the minis will be available for the public. From what I understand, for most of it, there's just going to be like a slight markup between the Kickstarter, so you should still be able to pick up a lot of stuff. I don't know, it's taken them a bit to get that as public though, so you'll have access soon. That's how you doing? How you doing, Fred? Welcome. How you doing? See, I feel like missing out the context might be a little rough, but like I have seen a couple of clips. Like there was a clip where they like shut down a Cyberman. It's like Cybermen are basically like transformed people, which I don't think that's like a spoiler. I think that's like a feature of Cybermen. And the doctor goes in and hits the Cyberman with like the fucking like sonic screwdriver, and there's like this lady's like, "Where am I? It's so cold. I was waiting. I was waiting for my husband on my wedding day." And everyone's like, "Jesus Christ." And then the doctor's like, I'm gonna hit this little button, and you won't feel so cold anymore. And it's like, "Thank you. I don't know what's going on." It's that kind of thing that like Necrons have too, where they're like, "Why am I cold? Why am I a robot? Ah, I'm screaming. Ah." And like gave her a mercy kill, which you know, that's a like, I appreciate that they let the doctor do that, because some media is like, no, we must keep them alive in eternal torture because that is the thing that heroes do, and like, I don't know, but like that kind of was neat. That was neat. Yeah, they got like a little, like, it was like a little wiggly white core in the chest, more or less. Like they basically overwrite your brain and everything to the point like you might, like, Cybermen might as well not be made of people, but whatever. I mean, the Cybermen are made of people for the body horror of like, Jesus Christ, that was somebody who was a person once. But like, yeah, they had like a little wiggly box in the middle, and then once the mind control stuff was sort of overwritten. Oh, yeah, no, I'm getting to the part in the Ruined King where he's getting like spasms remembering like breathing, and he's like, "Oh God, no, fuck, this is bad, this is how you get corrupted, fuck." I love Ultix. I love Ultix as a character because he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna anger my way out of psychosis. And I'm like, God damn, you beautiful bastard. He's like an angry, petulant bitch, but also is like reasonably self-aware, and I actually really like Ultix for that. He's really, really cool. Yeah, no, he's not having a good time either. He's having arguably some of the worst times in the Necron dynasty. He's like, well, my entire planet is getting fucked by orcs, and what's worse, I believe the Black Templars were coming, which is not a good thing if you're not a fucking Imperial. That's like the worst when a fucking Black Templar Crusade rolls in. Yeah, a lot of that kind of like forced conversion, kind of alien body horror stuff is pretty painful. Yeah. Yeah, luckily it should be open soon. I don't know when the stuff is going to go live, but it should be soon. I'm hoping. You're drying. I'm going to do one quick layer. So the wheel is just a lot of crevices. So how you doing, Electric Destroyer? How you doing? My Twitch won't load thinking it's done. I see what you're doing. How you doing, dork? Yeah, hopefully Twitch will stop being fucky. Looking for a certain color. There we go. I'm just going to paint the wheel. Yeah, I legitimately have enjoyed every Necron book. I mean, mind you, I've read 2. Actually, 2 is generous. I've read 1.3? I don't know how far through Ruined King. So I usually will listen to audiobooks in my car. Actually, this is one of the reasons I want to get better at going to the gym more, so I could just have an excuse to listen to more audiobooks. Yeah, it's about half their collection. But they've all been very, very good. I've been enjoying the fuck out of all of them. I made that a little too thick. Kind of like swoosh the paint around. It's not the worst. But yeah, no, all the Necron books have been incredibly high tier, which is good because after being disappointed with Brutal Cunning, I've been enjoying the fuck out of a book where like, I like the characters. I think maybe that's the big thing about Brutal Cunning is like, like, the characters of Brutal Cunning are Ulftak, who is, you know, fun orc lad. then you just kind of got a bunch of wooden plank mechanicus people who are like relatively interchangeable. There's like the reasonable one, the unreasonable one, but even they still act very similar, I guess. Play audiobook while you paint. Some people do that. I have done that a little bit. It's weird because like a lot of times I have a hard time painting off stream to my detriment, which is very funny considering, but brought squeak. Hey, there we go. So we're even closer. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, sometimes usually if I'm working on mini stuff off stream, it's actually usually the building parts, I guess. Well, I can also get a little bit of wood on the everything around there. But yeah, no, that's a lot of people do that, and that would be a good idea. It would be a good idea to do. But yeah, I'm working my way through through that, but it's been slow over break. It's been slow over break, but it's maybe now the I did finish some minis. I did work on some minis off stream. Like I didn't like I'm gonna sit down and paint my entire back look in this 2 weeks I'm off. That didn't happen. But actually, you know, like I said, it was not like the I became god of productivity, but I actually did really well compared to a lot of my breaks. I semi managed to fight off the full reversion into neatdom, which has been great. So yeah, I consider that a victory. I got I also got some stuff prepped too. So there is a Trench Crusade mini painting contest, which I actually do think I will enter. I don't have any beliefs that I'm going to win, but I figure like I am going to be working on my Praetor for that, for the court. Let's see, what's that? This lad. I need to get the sculpting done and get painting, so he probably won't be ready till next week. I'm currently printing a sword to try to cram it in his mouth and hope for the best. But I think conceptually this would be a good mini for that. So I'm gonna hope I can get it in. I'm very bad with painting contests because, like, you know, I'm a very flighty, finicky painter. And also I got burned on that last one, but I want to try it again, you know? I don't really need the gift certificate stuff. Honestly, if I win, I might just find some way to donate that voucher to like maybe you guys or something like that. Do well. No, I didn't even get into it. I think I might have mentioned this a couple times, but I can. So I was doing the giant rat for the 1-page rules contest, and they were like, okay, on this day it'll be done. Like the contest will be over. And here's the thing: they didn't really say when on that day it would be done. And I'm used to like usually when they're like this the final day. Midnight. Midnight is like the universal cutoff for a day. No, it was like maybe like 3 p.m. or some shit. I don't exactly remember the date. So I got cocked. Mind you, I was already like I had no chance of winning whatsoever. I was massively behind on what I wanted to do. But like, you know, I wanted to submit something so I could be like, "Hey, I did it, yippee!" And then I just got immediately just like time cock blocked, and it was brutal. So I'm. Luckily, it seems like this new contest is going to be due like February 1st, so I got technically a whole month to get this done. Especially if I focus on maybe doing like, instead of doing like a lot of times I've been doing now where it's like one, like, you know, I paint one thing on Sunday and one thing on Tuesday, and they're different things. I might try to be like, I'm going to keep painting this goddamn Praetor until he's done. Yippee, let's go. I clocked block. Yeah, unironically, yes. I'm not even upset for that pun because it resonates in my soul pretty hard. Get that? Just gonna hold firmly. I might not even paint the gun today just because it's a nice grippy handle that I could use. Get like a little bit more flesh on his feet. So I want to get a little bit more on there. But yeah, let's go. But yeah. I'll see you in a Rivolus. So this mini is from the... So it's from a thing called like the Red Crusade on my mini factory. Actually, if you give me like 1 second, I can find it. It has been kit bashed though. It has been pretty heavily kit bashed. To be more Trench Crusade, but yeah, give me a quick second. I'll find you a link for that. It's one of those ones I picked it up during the Black Friday sale because I was like, this will be good for a Trench Crusade thing. I don't know when. I don't know when. Maybe it's not Red Crusade. What's it? It's called like Red something. Crimson? Crimson. God damn it, what is this? Hold on. Ah, Scarlet Crusade. Oh, my bad. I got the wrong synonym for fucking red. How you doing, Moira? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Colors are real. So yes, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, the Crimson something or other. That was the Blood Angels one. Yes, that's probably what I was mixing up in my brain. So yes, that is where this model came from. Yes, but I've kit bashed it not super heavily, but enough, you know. Yes, all the different shades of red. Oh yeah, some models can have really small parts. I think for me, still to this day, Malifaux is the part that always had like, alright, glue this goblin hand to the goblin body, and it's not too bad, but you definitely, if you're doing that, you need to use plastic glue. I love Malifaux. If you're going to paint Malifaux, please use plastic glue. It's not gonna work otherwise. I'm also going to be using some Vallejo dark green. Yay! Yeah, since I don't have tanks in the game just yet, he's just going to shoot the ever-loving fuck out of every heretic. It's great. It's kind of neat because like I play a bunch of armies that don't have a huge amount of range. I guess the court has a bit more than the Grail, which is fucking nothing. Grail has like no range. But yeah, I don't know. Like so there's I think they've changed the scope, but there used to be like an expression of like by Yanlo's beard. Yanlo is a master in Malifaux, so he's like he's basically kind of like this like old kind of like, I think he's Chinese. He's from the Ten Thunders, which is a kind of like an Asian mix, but I believe he's sort of explicitly Chinese themed, and he has like a lot of ancestor goats you can manipulate. And the thing about Yanlo is that his beard was a separate piece. Let's see if I can find some build instructions, because there used to be like directions for like how to attach his beard. Let's see, maybe if I can find it real quick. How's you doing, Belly? How you doing? Stretch. How you doing? How you doing? Let me see if I can find this like real quick. Okay, it looks like they replaced it with the older, with the new third edition ones. So I don't think I can find Yanlo, unfortunately. He did used to have like basically his beard was a separate piece. Oh, let's go. But yeah. But yeah. That's I didn't have a Yanlo. I kind of wanted one. I had basically most of the models that go into his crew. Like I had the Mononongo lady, and the Toshiru. Like there was like a samurai guy who had like a big gaping chest wound, and then like a possessed suit of armor, which is really cool. It was kind of like, even though like he was sort of explicitly like Chinese themed, he had like a lot of like cool like like ghostly things from all over Asia. It was very fun. He was always really neat, but I just never got his crew. But then again, I never really got to play Malifaux to the degree I liked. It was not super popular in my area, and I only really got games in with people I knew. Yeah, hold on. I actually can grab the model for her. I think she's in my closet. Hold on. I'm going to astro protect. My body's gonna go. I'm gonna grab them from the closet. Luckily, I keep most of my unfinished Malifaux stuff like pretty condensed. Hard to find. Yeah, I like all the different cultural stuff Malifaux does. It's fun. See, I think I love the game is incredibly like skill intense, which I think is neat, but I also like I never played against sweaty people, which maybe that would change my mind. There's probably a lot to balance like mentally, but yeah, check it out, Mononongo. You don't get to see the body portion. This is all just like head and then guts. It'll actually be fun to paint. Malifaux's actually, like, I actually have a couple painted crews, but I still have a lot of models from Malifaux that I just never painted. I keep thinking one day I'll paint up a lot of my Bayou stuff so that I can run it in Turnip, because it turns out a lot of like dirty people who fuck around the swamp also is the Turnip aesthetic, so they would work pretty well. Even though if like they're goblins effectively. I mean, Bayou isn't all goblins these days, but the era of Bayou stuff I have was all goblins. I don't know if they ever made a Shrek analog for Malifaux. I'm probably okay with that. How you doing, Meister Miller? How you doing? Welcome. We're being a little nostalgic about Malifaux, and I'm working on this guy. If you're wondering why I'm painting the armor green, is because I think I like the blue tarnishing I do, but I'm trying to keep my heretic stuff. It's weird. I'm doing red like pilgrims and blue heretics, which feels weird, but my heretic guys are going to be for like that like in navy supplement, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do like kind of turquoise and blue and whatnot. How you doing? Welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna paint the armor this color, and I'm probably gonna dry brush it with Warlock bronze. But yeah, there's and they haven't introduced tanks yet, like Nintendo, but like this gun will fuck the shit out of like. There's a way to fire it to the point where it makes a blast in the game, which is really powerful, but you actually like deal damage to yourself. Like the blast is that strong. It's very fun. Stop. That. There we go. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to run this guy. I don't know. We have like one guy who mostly. Oh, you did have Yunlo, I think maybe. Huh. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, like. For context, for like and I don't blame you for rage quitting after that, because like I understand the bullshit. The idea with Malifaux is like generally you play a faction, like you roll up. You can play like one crew, and like there's some crews that do like being like flexible better than others. But yeah, you technically roll up to an event and be like, I'm playing Rezzers, and then they show like the they'll show the missions, and they'll be like, okay, it's gonna be this mission. You'll be like, well, I could make a crew based on all the dudes I got. I know Marvel Crisis Protocol has a similar idea, but technically it's like a bit less, intensive. Like you're probably going to roll up like, I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy really, but I might have like a couple of flex dudes in there. But yeah, no, I can see that being bullshit. That's totally fair. Yeah. No, that's totally a reason. That's totally a reason to duck out. I ducked out of Infinity for similar reasons when I was told to play military orders, and then I got nomad bodied, and then I was told there wasn't anything I could do for counterplay. I was like, well, so I get that. I still like Malifaux a lot. I think the game is cool, but yeah, I once again I fully understand wanting to duck out of that. Which this is because like Malifaux's kind of at like a weird spot where technically it's not that expensive to pick up a crew, but like. A lot of times, like, their crews are also very fun and thematic. So, like, if you want to, like, ride or... It's... So, the way I say that... It's hard. I'm gonna be very defensive of the game, even though I haven't played it for years, just because, like, the general idea is, like, it's supposed to be pretty flexible. A lot of some issues can be mitigated by, like, by like knowing what your opponents will have, like knowing the different weaknesses of faction. It's got a crazy high skill ceiling, which it's kind of got. I think the best example, like hear me out, it's kind of like what Overwatch did, where like Overwatch was originally so like, yo, check out all these heroes. You're gonna get really invested in one, and you're gonna like that one a lot, and you're gonna want to like get the skins for it. But then also get told, like, yeah, you actually need to, like, practice a couple. Because you can't always play yours. And you got people like, but why? You told me I could just do whatever on that. Yeah. No, okay. Sorry, that didn't come off. That came off worse than I intended. That was not my intent. I'm trying to think of a way, because like I agree with you. Like if you like just being able to like, I want to play this and I want this to be good, and it's bullshit because I also need to like buy a bunch of counters and stuff. It's pretty bad. Like I totally agree on that. I just could also see the ideal scenario where everyone's on board with the design of how Malifaux works. Thank you for the drink too. How's you doing, Patrick? How you doing? Let's go. Let's go. It's weird. Yeah, I think it's like cause I know Malifaux kind of can get kind of like a lot of people take it for granted. Like, yeah, we cause it is technically cheaper to buy into Malifaux than it is Warhammer. I think you can straight up pick up a faction, like an entire faction, for way cheaper than you could like a full Warhammer army. But it's still pretty like BS for casual stuff. Orchids, what base? You could just do that in like the Warhammer chat or like the WIP minis and stuff like that. Both of those would be valid options if you just want to ask about like Orchid stuff, I guess. How long is that? Oh, as of it's pretty recent. It's pretty recent. I put that in there, I want to say Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Yeah. Yo, you picked wrong. Yeah, 100%. Because like I said, I had that same experience with Infinity, which turned me off the game for a long ass time. It's pretty new. It's pretty new, yeah. I think it's because like my area at the time was incredibly hyper sweaty. Like these were like people that were really into the tournament scene. And they were not super like the guy who was teaching me how to play was genuinely like, I am doing my job as like guy who recruits people in the war games. Like that for people who are trying to get like a new war game started in an area, having a guy that's like, he's it's because we're saying the recruiting guy, but it's absolutely true. It's the guy. It's like the guy, or I'm saying guy, general, lady, whatever. The person who's like, oh yeah, I'll run demo games. I'll like kind of be a guide for like what parts, like what like factions to get, like stuff like that. Yeah. My opponent take one tech, my Scotsmen are just cooked. Yeah, my issue is that like the military orders at the time were very unga bunga, and they might be better now. I don't know. But at the time it was very much like, yo, what are you gonna do? Okay, you're gonna run forward and try to beat the shit out of your enemies, and then you might have some counterplay. But with counterplay stuff, I might not have even particularly known as a new player. But then my first real game, I got hacked from like halfway across the board and hit with heat-seeking missiles, which I have been told, to be fair, is much easier to like avoid now. Like that's not as much of an issue these days. No, I don't think it was a gimmick army. I think military orders are supposed to be like conceptually beginner friendly, because like it's a very straightforward army. It's like if I had my druthers, I would have played Combined Intelligence or Combined Army. I forget exactly what their proper name is. And like those guys are just like a wild fucking bag of tricks and weird special cases. But I think the idea is like, hey, you can get the sectorial box for military orders. Very like, it was like one of those like $100, get all 300 points of an army. They're pretty newbie friendly. They're solid units. They don't do anything tricksy, but they're solid. But I just kind of ran into an issue with like a nomad hacker, and I got wrecked. Neat seeking missiles. I like that one actually. Actually, really like that one. So yeah. Oh, for now Necromunda. Yeah. That's the funny thing is I ran into that in the Horus Heresy stuff. So I don't really play Horus Heresy yet. I'm still putting together my army. The community for Horus Heresy is like, yeah, no, this is a very narrative, fluffy game, but then like you play whatever you want, it doesn't matter. But then it's like, oh, clearly there's very right and wrong choices, and you can fuck up. And when you fuck up a Horus Heresy army, you just spent like $80 to like, oh, you shouldn't have given your guys bayonets. What are you talking about? That's silly. You shouldn't have given your guys bayonets. I know they came in a box and they look cool, but you fucked up, buddy. Tee. Oh, it's this guy. He will bust through the door. Do you see that hammer? Do you see that punt gun? He makes doors. He is not a what's it called? Virgin door opener, Chad door destroyer, whatever the fuck. So something like that, yeah. He's yeah, Nokotan style. He's battlefield busting up doors. Stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just kind of, I think very much it's like, it's a meta thing. Since I never experienced a bad meta for Malifaux, I have a positive opinion of it, but I have a kind of soured opinion of Infinity. It's just kind of interesting how that can go. Like, I think like a bad experience can really sour a lot of people in games. So it's just like, I try to be really helpful and stuff. Like, this is not me trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just like, I want to be able to provide give everybody like all the advice I can, try to help out, stuff like that. Because I know that, like, if you fuck up, you just turn someone off in a hobby forever. And, like, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. In the Trench Crusade, I am, actually. I don't particularly have any belief that I will win. But, because there's some really fucking bananas people in the Trench Crusade community. However, here's my... So, he's not ready yet, but I want to do my Praetor, my fucking... my hideous lust worm. He's not done yet. I, like... clearly, I'm printing out a sword at the moment, and I need to do a little bit of sculpting to like really get the little nubbins ready to go. Stuff like that. My hideous lustworm. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go with models that could invoke like a biblical idea of lust without being just like boners and titties. You know, it's not that I think there's anything wrong with that necessarily. Like, you know, like Coomer malls or whatever. I would be a hypocrite if I said that like when I'm browsing minis on my mini factory and I'm like, oh, wow, look at that lewd shit. I don't get them usually, but like I see that, I'm like, I understand the appeal. But yeah, I'm going for like that's why I have the lady who's like split in half and leaking blood, and she's kind of like. She's got some kind of like primordial sort of appeal to her, but it's not like instantly like this is Boner Town. Go. Oh, wow, Babs. No, looking disrespectfully, like the most disrespect. Never. Look with unbridled shame. That's all you need. Yeah. Oh, that's also a thing that can happen. Yeah, I think. I still have fond memories of War Machine, and my meta was very nice for War Machine, but I know that's not new. That's not a universal thing. That is not a universal thing. Sometimes you get stuck with like, win at all costs. Like, I'm going to make this game immediately unfun. Though Necromunda being the game for that is a bizarre choice, though. I'm not doubting your meta. I'm just saying that is a strange path. Like. The way I've seen things go, it's like, okay, after War Machine died, it's like you could go to like Malifaux or you could go to Infinity. I've also noticed a lot of people, this wasn't an immediate balance, but like, you know, like Marvel Crisis Protocol got a lot of people too. I think it's just like, does the game have like tight rules? Yeah. Which is why Necromunda feels like a weird choice because, you know, Games Workshop. Nobody ever accused Games Workshop of having tight rules, but here we are. Yeah, I don't know much about Necromunda other than like the new Gene Sealers look pretty rad. I see them from time to time and I'm like, ooh, look at these Malstrain bastards. Very, very nice. Ooh, quick drink. Let's see, let me examine the wheel as well. The wheel is just going to continuously need little touch up, little touch up bits of like brown paint. I'm just gonna assume that at any given chance I'm missing the fuck out of just like one spoke of this goddamn wheel. Oh, X-Wing too. Yeah, X-Wing had some pretty competitive stuff as well where I was at, which is funny because I didn't know what I was doing, so I was just like, hey, cheap bounty hunter list, and they're like, oh, hey, you know what's really good about bounty hunters is the cheap list is the best list. Get Boba Fett. And like this other thing, and then they'd be like one other guy, and you're golden, my dude. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And I remember rolling into my first games and like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I destroyed everybody and I rocked forever, but like I might have had the power of Boba Fett being I don't know if he was broken, but he was definitely really good. And it's really, I think it's because Boba Fett at the time had a lot of tools where like, yeah, like you could aim a gun behind you and like you had turrets and Boba Fett was a good pilot. So you didn't have to worry about like crashing asteroids as much. It was really friendly for a newbie like me to play Boba Fett at the time. Here and then. Like a different. Oh shit, I think I might have been mixing. Oh, okay. I think I accidentally mixed up some browns. This should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, it needs a dude. Although I might try to find a dude that I could put in there. No, this guy's actually just my Castigator. He's my Castigator. I have a model that I'm using as a communicant. I might eventually make a better communicant for Trench Crusade. But right now I got one. Right now I got a communicant. set you aside. So, because like my goal is I needed a big boy to wield a punt gun, and like big boy real, big boy fucking real. Let's go. Pick brown. Bit of. Hey, there we go. The Vallejo Shard Brown. Let's go. Let's go. Went downhill. Ah, gotcha. I have no idea what you nerds are talking about, but Necron does seem like fun though. Necron does legitimately seem like a lot of fun. I'm too many games deep. I'm too many games deep to give it a shot, but like the way I see people talk about it, like it's because like, you know, it's like a very narrative game, which is cool. I think it's just my brain is just really excited to run a narrative war game thing, and I know that's going to be changing with Trench Crusade. I know come sometime this year now we're going to try to put together a full ass campaign, and ooh, I'm really excited. Oh, thank you. Also, how you doing, Buyo Yan? Oh yeah. So that's the official Castigator. I put it on the thumbnail because like that's what the Castigator is. I'm doing a very different take on it, to be fair. Because once again, it seems like the way it actually is run is you're a huge guy that's scary, and then you have a big gun, as opposed to a guy with a shield and a whip. Which I don't know if that's just like kind of like a fluff mismatch or not, or what. But I also wasn't the biggest fan of the official model. I do agree. The Castigator official art is a very striking piece. Like he's one of those ones that people are like, this game looks like rad as fuck, and that's why they go for Trench Crusade. Look at the leather on the back. How are you doing, ours? How you doing? Welcome. Running Calder with as many bombs. Oh, I did. So I didn't get super far into it. I was reading a little tiny bit of the there was a really old Necromunda book called like Redeemer, about like a Caldor gang and just like the Redeemer guy just going around in the wastes. It was pretty neat. I didn't get like super far through it, but it was pretty fun. I need to get me a physical copy myself to like read through. Just kind of browsing online. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot there was that. I forgot that exists. I also found out that like there's apparently a series of 40k books called like the Dark Coil or something like that, which from what I can tell is a author basically carved out his own like little like I guess like sub-universe within 40k. It's weird, but in fact he's like, yeah, these series of planets will be full of like reoccurring characters and reoccurring themes and stuff like that. And like that's and I kind of really like that idea. I like the idea of like it's interconnected, but also like, you know, kind of like have like kind of I always like it when like the 40k stuff just hollow out a little section of galaxy. I'm like, yeah, this is where we're gonna have some fun shit. We don't need to worry about like a lot of the like the default things. We can kind of have fun. From what I understand, he writes a good chaos book, which I'm excited about. So maybe after the Twice Dead King, both of those, I might give one of those a read. Some of these connection points are going to be a little hard for me to figure out what's going on. The fun zone. It's also apparently there's like Tower or like a reoccurring villain or like, you know, thing in there. So I was like, that'd be my first book with Tau in them, which might be fun. Another game was, yeah. Oh, the idea of like Calder corrupted by Zinch feels weird. I don't know why that combo feels weird. Like I could see a Zinch corrupted Caldor, I guess, but also it feels weird just to find that they're corrupt, like any corruption at all, because they're the ones that always struck me as like, yeah, these guys are so ride or die. I guess it's one of those things is like you're so ride or die for the Emperor, where it's like it's actually very easy to manipulate you, and then by that time it's too late. Let's see, let's go. Yeah, it's like from where I forget if like Tau have good books. I don't think they're like Eldar punching bag tier from what I understand, but I don't think they get that many. But that might be neat. Apparently there's like neat Tau in there, neat guard. I actually don't know how much Space Marine stuff are in this guy's books, which might be refreshing. To be fair though, I have yet to read a proper Loyalist Space Marine. I've managed to dodge a Loyalist Space Marine book, for basically the entire time. Yeah. Well, you wish or you don't wish? Because like I have noticed that was actually legitimately, I'm gonna be real, that was a thing that bothered me about what's it called, fucking book. It was a thing that really bugged me about Brutal and Cutting, where it was like, lol, chaos is here too. I'm like, I like chaos, but fuck off. This is my orc book. This is my orc book. How dare you make this an AdMech book kind of featuring orcs sometimes. But oh yeah, so the original model. No, I figured that was what you were going for. I figured that was what you're going for. Do not worry. I read the runes. I interpreted the things. So yeah, the for this guy, the official I forget. What's the fucking thing? There we go. The Capirote? I always fuck up how to pronounce the name of this. The Capirote, the gun, the cross, and like the little insignia thing are from the Kit Bash set. The actual model is, I have that pulled up. It is a Scarlet Crusade thing, which is from Tabletop Titans. I say that like the Titan Forge. There we go. I was legitimately looking at that page, and then as I moved away, like the forget me juice began to hit. Go. Also, yeah, have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. You lose track of your sentences. You can always. Gotcha. Does Necron did not have a built-in death spiral mechanic? Yeah, I don't know if I think I remember Trench Crusade had a death spiral, like anti-death spiral mechanic, where like you could hire some whatever. But I need to double check the campaign rules again. I mostly check the campaign rules to find out that like I love my Black Grail boys, but goddamn, do they get fucked by campaign mechanics? Like most of your army can't fucking advance. I'm like, come on, that's not fair. I get that we're the mindless zombie faction, but please. Metal. There we go. That's metal. Oh, that's a bummer. I guess I'm not surprised by G-Dub's game having something like that, but still bummer. It's into the. I need to touch up a bit later because it's beginning to get kind of runny. If you're wondering why I'm painting everything green, is because this is just going to be a base layer for tarnishing effects. I'm eventually going to hit this with a Warplock Bronze dry brush. So how you doing, Vakasan? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? Working on my Castigator. Oh, Death Spiral. So the idea, there's a thing in a lot of games where it's like, okay, especially like campaign-based war games where you lose a lot. Like let's say you lose one match, okay. Because a lot of these are iterative, where like the winner will get a reward. Then you'll just continue to lose because like, you know, you lost a reward, so then now you're at a disadvantage, which like, you know, sometimes you can pull out from that, sometimes you can't, and then the people who keep winning, and like technically that's supposed to lead into like a end game victory sort of thing where like eventually like one player will win. But because like it a lot of times that can be slow, or a lot of campaigns can go on for a long time, or you know, sometimes, you know, they're just like not put together correctly. A lot of times those death spirals can trigger like very early, and then you're just kind of like, why am I here at this point? So have a good night, Blaze. Take it easy, yo. That's Mario. Thank you for the prep sub. Thank you. How you doing? Yeah, I always wonder if that's one of those things. There's like a couple of other systems. Like I know there's one. God, what's it? There's a campaign-based game that I've heard really good things about that's been used for like Fallout stuff. It's not actually Fallout. Let's say it's like something like BTV or something like that. But like I imagine maybe that's one of those things where just like running a separate system might be the answer. But also once you move away from G-Dub systems, people get antsy on that. Yeah. I don't know. I guess the other option would be to like have some sort of like, I don't know if there's like, is there like a weird, like, can you do like an alliance thing where it'd be like, yo, in the next mission, like again, I guess if you're behind though, I don't know what you could really bribe a player with other than like, yo, this guy's gonna win. Would you like to team up to kick their ass? But I know even then that, like sometimes even like the lead is too big for that even sort of thing to happen. I guess. How you doing, Heather? How you doing? Welcome. I'm working on my lad. Lads turn out pretty good. destroying this water. Let's go. Got a lot of metal bits. Oh, I also got like a little bit for the leather. Might have fucked up. Oh damn. Hopefully it's not like a. Is it a bad fuck up? I mean, I'm sure it's not great, but like, hopefully it's not like, well, I'm gonna be living on the street fuck up. Best of luck of dealing with that bullshit. Best of luck with that. Currently painting this this absolute fucking unit. I'm at that point where I got a lot of the base coating, but I'm seeing like, yeah, like the little white bits. I gotta find some way to hit them up. Also just got like a big old pile of just like, you know, accessories over there. Everyone just went murder. Oh, weird. Okay. See, it's weird because I once again, I think it's just very strange that like when you said like a War Machine influence on Necromunda, because it feels like this game to do that in. Like once again, I do think that there are competitive war games on the market that you would have that they would have a lot more fun like being a competitive war gamer on, other than Necro fucking Munda. It's very strange. Got limit raise of someone got. Oh, so sometimes they just do that. I think I've had that happen before where there's like, hey, buddy, old pal, you know you can spend more, right? We'll give you a little credit increase as a treat. Wink. You know, it's because they want you to spend more so that way you get more interest and then they get more money. Like that might be what's going on. Technically, I guess that's a good thing, question mark, but like, you know. Let's go. Yeah, I think if it's like that, that's not too big of a worry. Like that doesn't immediately set off red flags for me, but who knows? Your mileage may vary. I've had some that had like a credit limit of like 1,000 go to like 3,000 all out of the blue. I wasn't like, yippee, time to spend $2,000 more, but it's like, you know, oh, anyway. Oh, I didn't get this guy's other bandage arm. I also kind of want to get. This is another one where like painting on the fucking like holding the gun is awkward. I just need to start doing that thing that a lot of people do is like drill into the fucking. I just need, or oh, I could have drilled into his gooch. I could have put a pole up his gooch and just like held on to that. I need that. Yeah, I think it's like something like that's pretty good for like credit building, more or less. So like that's probably the best way to do things, honestly. That's the best way to do things. I haven't painted on this glove yet. In the gooch, yeah, where no one will see. In the depths. Go. Item is for building credit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know technically it's like you're supposed to spend money to get better credit. I think my credit history, fine. I've had to lean on credit multiple times in my life, which I'll be paying that shit off for a while. But overall, I'm doing pretty aight. Could be worse. But yeah, they probably just upped your shit. Not too bad. It's getting really drippy. I like this color, but like it's weird. This one in particular tends to separate a lot, so I think that's what's going on here. Good buddy. Let's go. And then, oh yeah, I gotta paint the fucking hammer. Oh, I see what's going on there. Okay. Ah, we got ad break. Bleh. Ad break. Hate. I think I styled it for like too many times. Got some key right here too. But then, yeah, I'm eventually got to paint, like bust out the metallics and try to paint everything, but maybe like the front part of the gun. Oh, I need to get the sandal. Oh, the sandals actually need to get. Oh god. Okay. Oh, that's not even my thinnest brush. I did like a brush deep cling earlier, and I think it kind of helped. Like I did the usual like give them a nice little scrub. Oh yeah, no. Listen, I also do want to say that I think Infinity is probably a neat game, and like I do look at the Infinity aisle at my shop. I'm like, maybe another time. I'm sure other people have had better experiences with it than I have. The DN5 stuff looks pretty neat. Like once again though, I'm like, find intelligence, find army, and then everything is like that's gonna be a very complex ride, my guy. I'm like, oh, but cool aliens. And they have Dr. Worm. He's not a real doctor, but he is a real worm. I'm so glad I got to sing that yesterday. I had a lot of fun with the karaoke stream, actually. I don't know when the next one is going to be. I think karaoke, I'm going to stick to like big fun event things for that. I do want to get more 3D stuff going on, but like, yeah, I had a lot of fun singing yesterday. That was neat. I have recovered as well. I was a little worried about Mermaider fucking my shit up, but luckily that was just a temporary thing. I also think the emergency basically like super duper honey stuff kind of worked. Local man shits on honey. Not the app thing, like legitimate honest to God honey. Up. I had a little fuck up where I thought the sandals continued past the toes, but that was a lie. Definitely got to like go over this again, but I'll be fine. And the bottom of it. I'm gonna glue them to a base anyway. Whatever. At the bottom of the face. Got so many little areas. I'm just like, oh god, I can see up in there. Like I think honestly though, if I paint all the metal bits metal, and then give all of the red another go, it's gonna look a lot better. Iffy about the metal. I guess I'll just keep holding on to that. I guess I could also see if my military orders guys are like, maybe they're good now. Who knows? It's been long enough. Hey, how you doing, Dueling? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on a Castigator for a game called Trench Crusade. Been really, really baller. Enjoying the fuck out of Trench Crusade. I didn't get to play today. It was technically like usually there's like a big post in the middle of the week where everybody on the Discord is like, "Hey, are we gonna play? Is playing happening?" That didn't happen this week, but probably for the best because we're getting hit by like pretty supposedly bad ice storms. I don't know how, like, once again, I live in an area that's usually pretty warm. So whenever they're like, oh, these ice storms are terrible, like that could mean that there's just like a tiny little dusting of frost on the road, or it could be an honest to God ice storm. It's so varied, but yeah, at least I didn't have to be out on the road in that case. So yeah, not the worst. Gave me some more hobby time. I'm really sad though. So during break, I ordered a 4x4 rubber mat for Trench Crusade terrain that I was hoping would come in during that time, but no, it's been delayed. I just want to cover rubber and paintable there's paintable sealant stuff. God, thing, it's fine. Fine. I back later and touch the bottom of the wet foot. I can just get like the very rough idea of the. I can grip the top of his head as well. That might also work. Yeah, it's I don't 100% believe that the snow will be real. Like I live in an area where just people are not used to snow, and I grew up in an area that like I remember what's it called? It's like fishtailing when like the when you're driving and the back of your car begins to move, but the front of it isn't. I do distinctly remember that happening a couple times because the snow was so bad. Like I basically lived in a state oversteering. That also might be it. Yeah, I lived in a state where like we had so much black ice that was just hidden on the road that like luckily I didn't like get into a wreck or anything. I was driving pretty slow, but it would just like you could be like, okay, I'm going like 5 miles an hour, like down like a road, and you're like, oh, time to spin. Like nope, fuck. Yeah, it was definitely unintentional. Luckily, I'm like a pretty solid. I'm a solid driver that has been in accidents because of other people's fuck ups, which makes me sound like I'm coping, but real. I've never really had any driving issues on my end, but like dear God, other people on the road. But yeah. Luckily, that was also, to be fair, when I was like newer to driving because I was like a teen time. But yeah, no, like now where I'm at is like, if there's like even a sprinkling of like maybe like an inch of snow, everything shuts down. Which is not the worst. Yeah, for an inch. Yeah, same. I grew up in that, like, might narrow down where I grew up at. I don't think it's be a big deal. Lake effect snow, like Great Lakes snow is harrowing. Like it does not take much just to get like an ungodly amount of snow, around that region, just because, like, you know, you have basically a source of snow ready to go at all times. Clearly Ontario, yes, I'm sorry everybody, I lied. I've been a filthy Canuck this whole time. Nah. Good. That's a good day, mate, which is not Canadian at all. What the fuck? I can't even get my international fake bants correct. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's I remember growing up in an area that would regularly reach the same temperature as what's it called? Not Antarctica, fucking Alaska. I was like, oh yeah, this is just normal now. This is just how the weather is. How's how you doing, Amantis? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, average. It's probably just because I got like the accent drift, where if I try to do a bad accent, it will just eventually drift to Southern, no matter what. Like Southern or bad Russian, those are my only two real accents I can do consistently. Everything else from British to fucking like everything else, we'll just kind of do that. Yeah, Midwest time. Let's go. Yeah. Midwest is certainly one of the most places of all time. I have to like paint these sandals pretty rough. These are probably gonna be the worst part of the model. I'm basically just lightly painting them brown. I'm gonna go back later and touch the fuck up because it's the toes also need side that. But yeah, to get like negative. Yeah, true. I didn't get the super hot summer, but I definitely got that like horribly cold winter. I got like the super. I got those like super like, you know, it's just like negative. It's just like negative 20. Not a big deal. Fine. And I'm negative 20 in burger temp. Don't know. I don't have the exact Celsius conversion ready to go on that. Cold as shit. We'll just say that. We'll just say cold as shit. As just has more weather. Yeah, I mean that's about right. Oh right, it's you get a lot of weather variety. It's not great, but it's like it's. What are we doing now with the lad? His feet are a mess, and I'm gonna have to clean up that mess later. But I don't want to spend the rest of the stream trying to clean up goddamn sandals. So we'll see how that goes. What's how you doing, MB? How you? Stream I'll play. Yay, let's go. Well, if you like Trench Crusade stuff, I've been pretty big on it. I'm usually a court guy, court and Ord Grail. Actually, I can show you this. Yeah, this is my court list that I took to my local shop. Not this week, but the previous week. If you see the yellow little dog, that's technically one of my plague hounds that was doing double duty. I have since printed out a second. Technically, I don't know if I'm going to do double pit locust next time because I got me a hunter the left hand path now. How you doing, Goonie? Welcome. How you doing? Oh, yo, let's go. Sultanate seems fun. I'm currently printing. I got some prints stuff for Sultanate. I will never probably play vanilla Sultanate, but I really like the idea of the House of Wisdom. House of Wisdom Sultanate is my jam, and my idea is I'm just going to take a bunch of old minis of mine that like old monsters and shit that I just will not use for anything else and convert them to Sultanate like experimental beast things, which will be fun. Oh yeah, I'm also a Grail. I'm like a Grail and a Court player, but yeah, it's got so many rules. But I also like the DIY like homunculi. The Tokwin are so very fun. They're very cool. They're very neat. I'm not really any super close to them. I can show you an idea I have though. Hold on. Okay, let me grab a model render real quick. The BCRM release, these are going to be like the Ferris? No, there's the Azeb replacement for them, which is like functionally Azebs, but they can get a little bit of a strength bonus. Let me get a little bit of just like very light coating. Little purity seal bits. Plays a good guys and evil setting. See, I'm the opposite, where I'm a nice man with happy feelings all of the time, but I play like the most horrid, despicable. It's also because I like painting like hideous, gross fucks. They're kind of my jam. But I will eventually have probably one of every Trench Crusade faction. But yeah, Beasttown released these guys. It's called from the set called the Spiral like Daram. Hey, let me grab a picture of the lads. Because I love them. I love these fucks. No. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's like I gotta paint the bad guy, and then people fight the bad guy. It's great. So yeah, check. So it's like check these dudes out. They are. I might try to do. Probably need to find some way to remove the shields. But I've currently got them. I've printed out some Giselles to put on their backs. I also printed out some. So like the Sultanate bits has a bunch of little round symbols. I want to shove them into some of like the empty portions of their body and stuff like that. I'm going with the idea that the my House of Wisdom alchemist are like, hey, like, cause like something that's really cool about the Bible is like the amount of times leprosy comes up, and so I kind of want to bring that in. It's like, hey, buddy, are you suffering from leprosy? It doesn't matter where you're from. Just come to the iron wall. You know, you're going to have to convert. That's fine, but we'll try to fight your leprosy with horrific experiments. Yippee! And it's like, well, cons. If it doesn't work out, I die of leprosy. So like, what do I got to lose? So there's all these people showing up. Then also, you know, hideous human experimentation. Yippee! Let's go. Let's go. I also am very excited for the Church of Metamorphosis, but I'm not expecting that to come out anytime soon. Yippee! I'm not expecting the Sultanate to come out like anytime soon. So that's you know, that's fine. Not the Sultanate, the Church. But yeah, like I like all the factions, but once the Church of Metamorphosis comes up, unless there's something like horribly like weird or wrong with them, like they just like botched the execution hard, they will be my faction. They will absolutely become my faction. I love everything about them. That's it. Gonna fix that though. Also, how you doing, Shadow? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, we get a big scientific yippee. Get a little bit on there. I can't get the end of the gun because I absolutely need to keep the gun unpainted, so I have something to eventually, like, I think eventually I probably offstream I'm going to find some way to glue them to the base, but like the underside is just not ready for that. It's not ready for that yet. Do I yippee a lot? Generally, everybody, don't lie to me. Do I yippee a lot? Because I was not aware. If I do genuinely yippee, I have not noticed myself. I did. Huh. Okay. Maybe a yippee would be fun then. It's universal. Nobody's saying no. This isn't a bad thing. It's not like, oh, gross, you say yippee a lot, you're happy for life. No, it's just very funny because I was not aware. I was totally unawares that I yippee a lot. So okay. Okay then. So yeah, maybe I gotta see who does yippee emotes. That might legitimately be fun. At least once a painting stream. That okay? Fair point. It's a charm point. Very important. I was not aware it was a charm point. Well, shit. Okay. I learned something about myself today. Yippee! Let me get that going. Yeah, I'm sure somebody does yippee emote still. Let's go. Yatta! I do like yatta. I like yatta though because I remember the old Animutation. They're like yatta, da 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 da. Da, 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 psycho dog. I don't remember like even the fake lyrics of Yatta, but goddamn, that's the fucking earworm. Animutations are so good. If you have a free afternoon, if all these children that likes them YouTube poops, look up some Animutations. You'll have a fun time. You have fun. Some of them are probably very foul, but I still think they're worth it. Yeah, I don't deny that shit. I don't deny that shit at all. Green leaves. Yes, exactly. Let's go. Excellent. Orc, we're in the... Hey, let's go. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, every now and then I'll do like the one with like the cat and the rabbit. That's not an Animutation. This is more just like general like technically Newgrounds era, but I was primarily an albino black sheep lad. I didn't discover Newgrounds until much later. But a lot of my Flash was done. So it's like Kiko Man, but yeah, Yatta's probably was my favorite one. I think somewhere in here there's like a, what's it called? Yeah, I on my playlist I have a rock cover, like a more hard rock cover of the Kiko Man theme, which is excellent. It's really, really good. I need to double dig to make sure that's still up and has not been deleted randomly. Sometimes videos that I enjoy will just randomly explode, and it makes me sad. Get into the angles. Yeah, Kiko Man's very good. Papa Smurf, Can I Lick Your Ass? Pops in my brain way more than I would like it to. I don't regret it. It's still catchy. It's just like that one of those ones that is really hard to explain to people. Like, why do you want me to watch this video, Hal? It's like, well, it's poison, but it's a poison that I grew up with, so I need you to enjoy this poison as well. And they're like, oh, okay, Hal, I'll watch this. And they're like, what the fuck did you just show me? I'm like, joy, pure distilled joy. Bunch of little tweezers and clamps and whatnot. Yippee! Let's go. Let's just see if have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. Have yourself a good eve. Oh, okay. He's got the top part of clamps back. Oh god. Okay, this isn't too bad. I was like, how am I gonna reach this? And the answer is, it's actually not that big of a deal. Not the worst. To the Battletech. Oh, fuck! Sorry, I dropped a palette that had a little bit of paint on it, and luckily it did not spill. So I like the Vallejo air color, the Vallejo metal colors, but like I can't put that on my wet palette or they dissolve. So I specifically keep like a separate palette for those. But yeah, best of luck with the Battletech game. Let's go. Speaking about like not Battletech is necessarily, but I have to say, can I say how much I love the fact that my reputation is the minis guy? Like, I've had so many people message me about the new Gundam War game, and this isn't bad. I just like I've had so many people be like, "How, yo, you're the minis guy, right? Have you seen this? Have you seen this stuff?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." It's really, really funny because it's like, you know, it's A, I'm pretty excited for that as well, but B, it's also like, oh, it worked. My branding's real. They know of my power, but like I will probably pick up a starter set of that whenever it comes out. I don't know when that's gonna come out. The Hal brand is very powerful. Shit, I forgot that little one. Bits. Yeah, let's go. It's a mini guy. For a lot of people, I kind of am legitimately. Like, I need to stress that like this is not a huge brag, but like it's kind of hard to succeed as a mini painting guy. I'm actually doing incredibly well. I'm kind of doing incredibly well in a lot of spaces. Like it's been very good. It's been very good. Yeah, I do Trench Crusade. I still advertise myself as Warhammer Vtuber because, you know, clicks, but like, yeah, a lot of people have been noticing me for Trench Crusade stuff. Oh, also too. Oh god. So when I played Goemon, I got a comment on the YouTube VOD that was entirely in Japanese. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And the reason is oh no is because like whenever you see a comment in a language you don't fully know, you're like, oh god, please be good, please be good, please be good. And the guy and I powered it through Deep L, and it was like, oh, this game gives me good nostalgia of the time I used to travel Japan like 20 some years ago. I was like, oh, let's go. I don't know how you found me, my guy, but fuck yeah. So how you doing, Pig? How you doing? Welcome. I'm working on some Trench Crusade minis, talking about the new Gundam War game. Apparently there's also a Gundam card game which is out and is going to be out, and it also uses minis. I think it's like not like Warhammer Underworlds where it's like a mini-based card game. I think the Gundam card game is just like a card game, but you know, Enko Bankai. Call me back. Lost your job, your free Battles Day. Call me back. I have it again. Is it? I understand. Like for somebody, considering I'm going back into the wage cage tomorrow after a long break. I don't know if I would be able to like in good consciously be like, yay, congratulations on the unemployment, but. Hopefully, whatever you're getting, whatever you want out of that, or hopefully at least it'll get you some more money if they call your ass back, get some financial revenge if that's a possible thing. What's how you doing, Soda? How you doing? Look good to them. Hey, let's go. It's very interesting that Bandai's doing that. Oh, they literally motherfuckers then. Fucking, like, hopefully you can at least rub it in, because, like, God, this, like, yeah, get out of here. You don't got a job nowhere. Actually, we fucked up. We need you to come back. Ugh. Gross. Disgusting. So, where am I? There we go. But, yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely still, like, very low level on, like, knowing Gundam shit. Speaking about Underworlds. Oh, did you get one of those, like, big, Underworlds boxes I've been seeing kicking around? I banned Zoomers on TikTok. Oh, that sounds the worst. That sounds like the worst job. The never-ending flood. I will say it's weird. So I have tried to dip my toes a little bit back into TikTok because I've been making a lot more like YouTube Shorts stuff. So I was like, well, I could maybe take those and put them on TikTok. So I've been uploading them through the desktop app, and they're like community violation. Like, wait, what's happening there? No, nowhere else cares about this. And I found out the real answer is they just get really pissy if you don't upload over the phone. Well, the funny thing is, like, so it's odd. Whenever I do, like, do you guys see like the little minis to the left, like the rotating minis? That's what I upload. It's actually like it's very possible that a lot of people who see those and like those don't know I'm a VTuber until they check out my stream. Like, honestly, a lot of you YouTube people have been really, really sweet. Honestly, I've had no issues. I did have a lot back when I was trying to do pure YouTube content on there. And I was trying to do pure YouTube, like VTuber, when I was just like uploading VTuber clips. I had somebody who was like, "This is why you have haters," and I was like, at that time I was like, "This is blatantly false." I at that time, still technically now, but in the even more back so that then I was like, I'm nobody, my guy. What are you talking about? Yeah, I was like, I have haters. I mean, there's general haters that would like hate me for like, you know, like unicorns probably would be like my biggest. If I had to say like people who probably hate me, it's less about like me Habernacht. It's like me manifestation of a male VTuber, but like I don't give a shit about those people. They're not going to be happy no matter what I do, and I'm having fun, so who gives a fuck? But like, you know, so unicorns is sort of like a not unique to VTubing. Male proofs. Sorry, I had to. It's like people that like really like you know, like they like sort of like the girlfriend experience, and I might be getting the exact definition wrong, but like, you know, they like watching the cute girls doing cute things, and that's fine. I get it. I understand. But yeah, they're like, and there's also unicorns for male VTubers as well. But yeah, it is very much like males, females. They should never touch. They should never be friends. Honestly, like unicorns for male VTubers are very scary because I've by accident got introduced to a community of some of them, and some of them are like, "Oh, I love my boy. I love the lad. He's so cute. Look at him." And it's like, that motherfucker looked at that dumb fucking whore. I sent him a Akasupa letting him know that like that's wrong and he will die alone. And hopefully that will change his ways, Uwu. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Yeah, it is. It does got that K-pop energy. Like, no, they're like legitimate. Like, once again, there's a lot of people that aren't like this. Like, you know, there are like a lot of legitimate fans of like, you know, male VTubers, female VTubers. It doesn't matter. Oh, goddamn, those unicorns are scary. Like, they're like one step from saying like, if he looks at a female car bomb his house, oh well. I'm like, ah, terrifying individuals. But yeah, no, like there are like genuine people that like don't like male VTubers on like a group conceptual level, and like sometimes I get it because you do like there's some people that get like, it's me, John Demon male VTuber. What do? I mostly hit on women in their DMs. That guy does exist. That guy, yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They're like, when was the last time you streamed? Oh, I've never streamed. I just got a VTuber so I could be awkward to women on the internet. And like that's a bad reputation. But you know, that's nothing I can do about. Like I can't stop that guy. He'll do that anyway. Man desperate for feet pics will go to any links to get feet pics. Even if it's commissioning like a $3,000 avatar to try to collect feet pics poorly. Yeah, yeah, it is an idle stigma because especially like a lot of VTuber stuff in the US is very derived from Hololive. Not 100%, and it's changed a lot, especially in like these last couple of years. But you know, the DNA is there. Like compared to like I know Niji Sanji has a bad name now, but like in the Japanese spheres of Niji Sanji, things are like because they're like we're entertainers and not idols. Like they do idol stuff, but like primarily entertainers. You would get a lot of like, you know, like there's like big group concerts and shit. Like no one gives a fuck. But if you try to aim for that like idol audience, which I understand, the idol audience does like, you know, can pay well. They will be the people that will buy the merch. They are the people that will like watch the streams. So it's a very volatile audience to tap into, but there's a reason why people do. What's up, Moira? Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Husband Hotel. Yeah, that guy. Oh god, that guy. I saw that and I'm like, it's like on one hand, it's like I'm almost not mad. It's just like almost like live your life, dude. But like, man, I also think about how much like $5,000, $50,000, like $5,000 would change my life in a very positive way. $50,000 would like obliterate my entire student loans, like in one go. Like straight up, like I'm not surprised that bankrupted. It's very few people that can just frivolously spend $50,000 on something that does not give you $50,000 back. Yeah, I'm not surprised that bankrupted them because like animation's expensive too. It's expensive and time consuming. Gotta figure what to do for that like chest rope, I guess. Let's go. Yeah, that guy. The lad. Sip real quick. I get a little bit. Oh yeah, I should get some. I'm gonna let him try and get a little bit of detail on the wheel. The wheel is mostly just wood and metal, so it's not gonna be too bad. Drop it on there. But yeah, honestly, for the most part, I haven't had like any real issues with like unicorns or anything though, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Yeah. Megatron. Yeah, I can see it. Like so the punt gun is based off of a real gun that's real big and takes like 2 people to fire. It's a stupid gun, but it's a fun gun, especially for like a game kind of like crazy like this. However, it's not made in a way that fits a model well. I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's no good way for me to put there. There's no good way for me to put that thing on the model. So like my best bet was just like, I'm just gonna put it on his back. That's really about all you can do. It's just I'm gonna tuck it behind the wheel, and it's gonna stick out to the side in like a big way, which for me is intentional. It's like, you know, it's gonna show the power. But like, I don't know how you would make a mini hold the gun in like a firing pose. I legitimately don't know. There's probably some way to make the magic happen, but like I have not experimented with making the magic happen. I know I have experimented. I just didn't have any luck. I did not have luck with the magic. I have an idea. Hold on. And grip it like that, at least for now. Especially because that back connector point will eventually be glued to his back, and I don't have to worry too much. I should see a video of that of it being so. Like I am definitely not a guy that knows anything about guns, but I was introduced to the concept of the punt gun via Trench Crusade, where it's just like. It's like originally the Pilgrims didn't have the punt gun. I think punt gun, war crosses, and like a couple of other things were added to the faction because I think now like it's just inevitable just being a thing on the internet. I think people have begun tier listing out the factions. I don't know who's the worst, but I've heard generally the Trench Pilgrims are considered the best because they got like a bunch of really good tools now, and also the big thing is like the Trench Crusade, the Trench Pilgrim gimmick is really campaign friendly, which is hey, if one of your guys who's a chaff member dies, you can buy them back. If you lose a guy in a campaign normally, you lose the gun and all the gear. Trench Pilgrims, you can buy them back at like 45 ducats, and they get to keep all their gear, and they come back stronger. And I think you can keep buying them back that way, which makes the investment like not so bad. Yeah, I've always seen the Vizzy-Pop stuff from the distance. I knew there's a lady who ran a game store near me who was like really like wanting me to watch like Has-Been Hotel. I think actually no, specifically Hell of a Boss. I feel like I've definitely watched one episode of Hell of a Boss, but I could tell you I think the only thing I remember is they got Richard Horvitz the voice. For people who don't remember, Richard Horvitz, he's a pretty prominent voice actor, but he's always going to be in my heart. Two characters, Daggett from Angry Beavers and Zim from Invader Zim. Oh, and also Billy from Billy and Mandy. Okay, those three characters. So it's actually like a, pretty good career, mind you. Apparently they got him on board. It's like, oh shit, nice get. Let's go. Got Zim. I'm legitimately surprised that, like, every now and then you'll get a VTuber that's like, I have like $10,000. I would say, fuck it. I'm surprised nobody has asked him, or maybe somebody has asked him and they're like, I'm good. I'm good, no thanks. Those actors not. Oh, did they get replaced? I never watched the series. Actually, the only thing I really watched, God, there's a music video they did for like some song about Candle Snips and Bomb Lady. I don't know any of their names. But like it was basically like a song about being addicted and like everything. I was like, oh, this is actually relatively catchy. Oh, he is Raz too, yeah. Richard Horvitz has had a very good career actually. Holy shit. They got Goliath the voice. Why? That's a weird choice. Good for him for getting work. Strange choice. To get like a very, very rough metal on this. That'll be fine. Yeah, oh god, I guess I'm not surprised. I wonder, I'm like in fear of the date when there is like a like retro Homestuck fan revival in like 2030 when Homestuck is past enough that like Homestuck is already kind of like that, where like Homestuck was written based on an internet that doesn't really exist. Like it's got like a lot of it is old, like straight up like there's game facts links in the comic as like a joke. Like, I still use game facts from time to time. It's good for old games if you're looking up shit. But, like, a lot of the stereotypes have passed, and even, like, halfway through the comic, they realized that, and all the trolls came in with updated stereotypes, and then they introduced new trolls with even more updated stereotypes. Like, the comic went on long enough, the internet culture changed, like, 3 or 4 times, and I wonder if eventually, like Gen Alpha people will get into Homestuck in a big way, because it's, like, retro and kitsch, but also does a lot. It still does a lot of shit that like a lot of media these days doesn't do, but still, I'm not surprised that the fandom's scary, yeah. So yeah, this was pretty nice. There legitimately might be. I don't know if like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like I liked Invader Zim. It was already kind of retro back in like the Hot Topic days. Like very few people, myself included, watched Zim when it was live. This isn't like a blame thing. It's just that like, it ran on a very narrow time slot for on Nickelodeon. And it was generally hated by all the Nickelodeon higher ups. Yes, I don't think season 3 will ever happen. At least I got the movie and the comic, which I have yet to see either of those, and I need to. They're on my list of things I need to consume. But like, yeah, I mean, considering, so for me, I think for Zim, there is already somewhat of a Scene Kid revival. Like Scene Kids have been like old enough that they've like, how there's that kind of thing where it's like every 10 years, there's like, like old fashions come back, where like there's like, there's like the 80s fashion, the 90s fashion. Scene stuff has rolled its way to being like a 2000s, like kind of like irony fashion thing. And I think that's probably where you're going to see most of the people popping back into Zim. But I do believe there's going to be, like, I'm surprised there isn't, like, video essays, like Homestuck, a look into the internet's past, and it's going to be, like, 3 hours, and it's going to be called by some guy named, like, Potato Steve. He's going to have a British accent, and it's just going to be just about Act 1. It's like, oh god, I hate that. I hate all that. I hate reading that, but yes, I guess I'm not surprised. I'm also not surprised considering the amount of people posting those like hideous Wojaks and finding out that they're all from a website where the primary user base is like 13 years old. Does not surprise me in the slightest. That explains so much, actually. I've hated the degradation of memes over the years, but that's like realizing that it's like like a 13-year-old Billy who just got on the internet via his iPad makes me hate it. Yeah, I mean, it's so like Christian's a special beast, like in both like as a whole separate thing and also as a hideous creature, but I don't think like I don't think Homestuck will make a documentary, but I will totally see like explaining Homestuck series in like, I think they already exist to some degree, but I think there's going to be like a big like infamous one, like in the same way that like people do that kind of stuff for like Fear and Hunger and whatnot. I think a Homestuck thing will happen at some point with that like level of gusto, if that makes any sense. See, I know it's Christian's technically ongoing, but is it really? Is it really? Like, I feel like after a certain point, Chris just hits like a weird stagnation standstill where it's like you know what to expect at this point. Not like it's just Chris. It's just like, honestly, I don't know. There was a period of my life where I did follow Chris a lot. I'd like never in person or like, like just mostly through the wiki and stuff. But like once all the sagas that involve people directly reaching out to Chris and like interacting with them, it's like that's never been a big fan of that. I'm very much of that school that like thinks of like the what's it called, like the Prime Directive style, like, hey, is there a weirdo being weird? Leave him alone. Leave them alone. Record them being weird. Look at them from a distance. Do not interact. Yeah, like Boogie, yeah. It's like, there are still like people, like infamous internet people, and they still have a saga, but like, isn't most of Chris's saga like Chris is just sad on the internet now and like asking for money, which, not surprising, honestly. Like there was the whole Barbara. There was like a fake pregnancy scare thing, which was like genuinely like, oh god, what the fuck. But then that was fake, and it's like, okay, now we're just back to like Chris is just a sad individual. That's really about it. No major updates. Chris is just sad. Chris Chan is sad. News at 11. So, what's the expected timeline? Probably another 40-ish minutes, I guess. I don't know. This is definitely one of the 2-hour mini painted streams. Yeah. Like Sky is blue. There's a new port of Skyrim, and Chris Chan is sad. It's really all basically the same dealio. Get this. I'm gonna do like a slightly different like leather color for this. Ash? God, it's wrap around to the front. No, it gets tucked away pretty easy. Let's go. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think. And that's why it's time for me to write the big Homestuck retro. No, I kind of like the idea of doing video essays, but it would be for like old 3.5 books and other TRPGs. I don't think I have the heart in me to do like Homestuck, the deep dive, Homestuck Iceberg. Homestuck Iceberg absolutely exists. That has to exist. Hold on. And for the sake of I've actually never watched an Iceberg video. I'm aware they're like pretty. I'm aware that they're pretty common. But I've never actually watched one myself. Okay, Homestuck Iceberg. There we go. There are a couple different ones. Oh, okay. There was a lady named Sarah Z that did a big Homestuck 2-hour brief history. Got like 3 million views. Okay, that ship has sailed. That ship has absolutely sailed. And I've heard of her? I don't know much about Sarah Z, but I've heard of her through Lady Emily, which is like a co-worker writer of hers, and like I've heard my Lady Emily stuff is fine. Halbernach Iceberg win. The Halbernach Iceberg are just minis, really. Unless we're going to like, hey, this is a reference to like a stream from back like 2020 that like I don't make a reference to, and maybe one person still remembers. Something like that. She the one who got hit by? I don't know. I don't know anything about her. I can't make any definitive answers if she got into a lawsuit. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Back in the year, Hal was a child. I mean, I was 11, so yeah, technically. I was a real. What was I doing in 2011? Is that when I was playing with scanners? There's definitely a decent sized period that I remember. So growing up, this is probably what made me like a weird video game weirdo. not even video games. So it's like, eventually my adopted family, I was, my adopted parents split, and I was living with my mom, and she was working at a family store. So what would happen is, it would basically directly after school, I would go straight to that store, and I would sit back amongst all the stock, and I would play with my Game Boy. And I'm sure that has led to some shit in my brain. Not in a way that I regret, mind you, but I would not be surprised if a lot of like latent behaviors derived from that. Logan's have gained Bill. Yes, the Backup Dancer clones are on their way to beat me up personally. I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, so yeah, I guess the Homestuck retrospective already exists. I was how you doing, Fake Off? Welcome. How you doing? Talk about Homestuck videos, which feels weird. I'll thank you for the hydrate. There we go. Excellent. Big sippy. Let's fucking go. You're doing good. Hell yeah. Nice. I've been working on my my fucking Castigator today. He's did that thing where I tried to like paint the back. That's dumb. Still got like quite a while to go. I mean, Castigator's a name is used for a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if that name is in use for 40k. Once again, 40k went to the religious buffet and said, "I will take all of the above, please." So like the amount, so every now and then you'll get like a Warhammer nerd just be like, "I can't believe Trench Crusade's ripping off Warhammer because they had Catholic thing in their game." Like, what are you talking about? My guy, a dude. Let's see, let's go. Find them all switched ahead. There we go. The true strat. 17 and 2021 year old. Here we go. Yeah, you are older than I am, to be fair. Yeah, that's just I think there's like I think there's like an RPG that's no, it's not Hindu Buddhist. It's Southeast Asian, I think. Never mind. Yeah, there's other than that, that is I Divine Cybermancy technically. But yeah, as far as like war games go, it's not like a huge. I think there's some like historical stuff, but like I don't think you're getting a lot of like sci-fi India stuff. Honestly, the fact that a Sultan exists of like fantasy like grimdark Muslim stuff is already like pretty rare, which is why like a lot of people like I think it was like a pretty unpopular faction, not because people disliked it, because like what the fuck am I gonna do for kit dashes? Like where the fuck are you gonna find minis and like. I think for all the people that are sitting around and being like, yeah, I know I'm gonna make generic Trench Pilgrim for my mini factory. I hope once people start making more Sultanate stuff, that's gonna be fantastic. That's hey, if you're ever like a 3D sculptor, make more Sultanate stuff. You have a captive audience. They are waiting. They need more stuff even besides the Kickstarter. Eventually, Trench saturation is probably already here. Sultanate can always use more. On Death Note. Yeah, a little bit, yeah, but also like, you know, I still like 40k and everything. There are people who are not mini gamers. They are 40k people and they become incredibly insufferable because they only know 40k and they think everything, any dislike is a direct attack on them. It's like, there's like a very, there's a video I remember seeing. It's like, could you live on Evangelion merchandise? Which is like, you know, wake up, use your Evangelion razor, eat your Evangelion instant noodles for breakfast, go to your job in your Evangelion car. Like that's, you know, that's a big thing. Like that, like Evangelion's very silly for that. You can sort of get that for 40k. Uh-oh. Wait. Stream? Okay, hold on. Okay, the YouTube music player jammed up. I was like, oh god, my internet cut out? I think we're still good. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Truth Pig, yeah. It's also kind of funny because like a lot of Warhammer lore is done via telephone. Because it's like, okay, like a lot of lore is spread over 1 billion books because it's written by different authors. Some of it's contradictory, or sometimes it just changes based on the age. A lot of people get their knowledge from other people, like YouTubers, like just like rumors on the internet. Like, it doesn't matter. Just like some people have really strong 40k beliefs of things they are misremembering. Like no shit. It's really very funny. Yeah. Like, I don't blame the authors for not coordinating, because a lot of times you're generic sci-fi author. Like, you know, there are the ones that are like, my livelihood is making 40K books. A lot of them are just like, you're John Author. You've been hired to write a Tau book. You look up the Bible, like, you know, the 40K does probably have a setting Bible. Basically every fiction piece does. But like, you know, you look at that and you're like, okay, I got the gist of Tau, but like you'll never know what goes on in another Tau book unless it's in that Bible. So like, there's no reason to expect you to. So you get a bunch of weird shit like that. Oh yeah, Dune was the big one. You had like so much Dune stuff. Basically all this like 2000 AD comics is pretty big on there as well. Well, that was the Ian Watson thing, right? I'm vaguely aware that Ian Watson's books were super shitty. If those ever got the audiobook treatment though, I wonder what those would read like even. Completely technical. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Sewer Goblin Extraordinaire. I still love that he has a published book called like Orgasm Machine. Or no, it's like Orgasmatron, I think. It's just so fucking wild. So it's just bananas. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's very hard to get steady. Like, and like, instead of being like, yeah, you know, 40K is sort of your own thing. Oh, yeah, it is Orgasm. Yeah, so Ian Watson wrote a very infamous 40K book called Inquisitor. I think it came out earlier I want to say like in like the 2000s maybe. So like it's before a lot of like, it's like, you know, 40K has been like set in different eras, I guess. Like when I say different eras, I mean like, you know, there's Rogue Trader era, there's like early Warhammer, there's 2000s Warhammer, there's late 2000s Warhammer, there's modern Warhammer, stuff like that. Was very much in like one of the like that early 2000s where like a lot of stuff was like weird because it wasn't been like solidified. Not saying it was good or he had like an excuse. I'm saying like shit was kind of Wild West and they didn't give a fuck. Games Workshop didn't give a fuck. Why would they? Yeah. Started to remember the Mass Effect Garfield streams. I still got those. I need to put those together in a Master Cut. Yeah, I think that's a thing. He's like, I'm going to be real. I don't mind people being horny on the internet, but the idea of old horny British man is a combination of words that fill me with dread. Hey guys, you know Larian, right? Like, you know, they did Baldur's Gate 3, everyone, you know, big critical. Oh, I painted that fucked up. God damn it. There is a part in Divinity Original Sin 2 where the narrator, a old chipper British man, describes a sex scene, and it is one of the most horrifying things I've ever been privy to. I had to listen to a British man, an old guy, describe my elf getting his dick sucked, and I hated every second of it. I did not like that. I felt like I was locked in a room, like with someone's ERP session, and the DM is making eyes at me as he describes what's going on there. Yeah, how you doing, Billy? Yeah, no, it's Larian games are weird to me. Like, I think Larian has good ideas, but man, they have really strange ideas for video games. Just like strange design choices in general. Like, I feel like it took to Baldur's Gate 3 for someone to rein them in a little bit, and even then, once again, there's a lot of weird shit in Baldur's Gate 3. How you doing, Billy? It was very weird, yeah. Like, cause like otherwise, like, I mean, you know, the narrator describes everything, and he's like, yeah, like there is like a certain amount of like British whimsy in Larian games that made a lot of sense and felt good. Like, you know, like a lot of story stuff like was fine, but like, man, that was where I was like, no, don't do this, don't Larian, don't you fucking do. Larian fucking did that. Yeah, exactly. It was like, cause like, you know, I was expecting, like, you know, it's very rare when you see a sex scene in a video game. So I was like, you know what? This will probably fade to black. Or like, usually they'll play a cutscene. But the thing is, Divinity Original Sin 2 is, like, what's it called? It's, like, isometric. So, like, most things really don't have any animations. Like, they have, like, you know, like, combat fall over stuff. No one's doing, like, a lot of, like movement shit. So it's like, okay, whatever, this is fine. But then it's like, oh, God. It begins. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought to be like, I thought, or like, you know, the person you're romancing would narrate that. Just be like, oh, we're gonna have the most sexual sex that ever sexted, John Sexington, your PC that I'm going to have sex with. But instead it was just an old man. It was an old man describing a blowjob in depth. Yeah, see, I'm glad that I'm gonna say, this is gonna sound weird. I'm glad you also experienced that, because otherwise I sound crazy. Because I'm gonna be real. Divinity Original Sin 2, fun game. Nobody finished that fucker. Act 1, good-ish. Act 2, pretty good. 3, 4, dog shit. Bad, terrible writing, stupid scenarios. So, like, I think most people didn't get to the point where that would ever come up. So they were just like, oh, we love this game, it's great. But they didn't know. They weren't there. Because Larian is considered it's like a prestige developer now. They made one of the most best-sellingest game. Oh, see, I did a custom character because how you doing, okay? How you doing? I hate that Larian is like, you should play one of our NPCs. No, fuck you. Why? No, I bought the game with the character creator to make my own dude. But they're like, hey, but we gave our NPCs additional quest. Ooh, I'm like, fuck off. God damn. I feel like they made the Dark Urge for Baldur's Gate 3 out of spite. Like, fine, you want to play your OC? Yeah, he's an evil murderer. Fuck you. And then people are like, okay, fine. Man. Which is also why, like, Baldur's Gate 3 has that issue where everyone feels like a main character, because they're supposed to be. In the eyes of Larian, you should play Gale. You should play Gale, and then you'll kiss Shadowheart on the mouth. That's what Larian hopes you do. Sure, they made a character creator with, like, dong sliders and whatnot, but that's what they really secretly, truly hope for you to do. Is to play their OCs and be like, wow, look at these OCs. I hate that. I hate that shit so much. Yeah, but that's why, like, because they don't know which of their OCs, and, like, once again, the characters aren't bad. Like, I get why people like the characters. I enjoyed some of them, but they all have main character syndrome real bad. They all feel like they want you to be them. They should be the main characters, but they're not. So they all get, like, kind of, like, weird and prissy at the same time. Oh, it is D&D with Larian Homebrew, which is funny because, like, you know, they 5e sucks, but, like, they made it a little better with, like, neat options and stuff. I think a lot of it, the Homebrew, was just making gear that fixes, like, Larian weaknesses to a lot of classes and stuff. Yeah, D&D Original Sin. Like, I mean, I didn't finish the game either, though, to be fair, but so, like, it didn't get as... The earlier act was significantly less bonkers, and, like, you know, Divinity Original Sin 1 had the most bonkers early acts. In Divinity Original Sin 1, you're doing like, oh no, the orcs are invading, repel the orcs. And you do that. And you're like, okay, you're like, I get the idea that, you know, there's like a little talking cat quest. This is fun. People are being kind of like fun, fantasy, snooty British. And then you get teleported to the end of time, where an imp tells you that you are the reincarnation of a god, and that the void will devour everything. And I'm just like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? It was delivered with the subtlety. It was delivered with the subtlety of your GM forcing you to read their info packet out loud. Well, no. Okay, here's the thing. I'm okay with the final quest being killing God. I play JRPGs. I understand. I understand the idea. It's like level 1, kill a rat. Level 20, fight the demiurge. I get that. Larian was like, oh, by the way, at level 20, you're going to fight the demiurge. Bye-bye. Go back to peasanthood. Bye-bye. Like, what? Huh? Eh? This is the most clumsy, hand-fisted story I've ever seen. And 2 was better, but yeah, it still got weird. Still got Larian weird. I would not be surprised if Baldur's Gate 3 and the later acts get Larian weird, but probably not to that degree. I feel like every time Larian releases a game, they become more sane. And like usually I like crazy Artur bullshit. But like the execution of their crazy Artur bullshit was just really bizarre. Really, like, really genuinely baffling to me. Man, local man that likes weird games. Confused by weird game. Yeah, Larry and B do be one of the most companies of all time. There you go. I'm also trying to work on the guys, like, dry brush, varnish, metal now. Let's go. See, weirdly enough, I feel like their tone would be better for a sci-fi game. Like, if they, like, it would be bananas, but if they made Larian but Mass Effect, I think they would actually have, like, a good success. And we also got, what's it called? There's, I cannot remember the name. But there's, like, the original devs of Mass Effect have got together with a company that's not BioWare. Because I don't blame them, because BioWare and EA. But, like, apparently they're basically trying to do, like, not a redo, but, like, effectively kind of like not Mighty Number 9, because that was a shit example. What's the Bloodstain? They're trying to do Bloodstain, but Mass Effect. And apparently I like the gimmick they mentioned, where the idea is that there's, like, time dilation stuff. So it's, like, your choices, like, affect things on a grand scale, but it can happen very quickly. And they also mentioned that some party members are incompatible. Like, you can't have multiple, like, these two party members will bicker, and you'll have to choose one. You can't pussyfoot around it and just be like, diplomats your way out. Yeah, I think they would do good. And, like, British space stuff has been fun, you know. I think British space things can be neat. I mentioned earlier that I never really got into Doctor Who, but clearly people like that level of whimsy when applied to some, like, space shit. I say space shit in, like, the most, like, you know, I'm on board. I love me some space shit. There we go. Let's see, ElfQuest. Oh, God, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I forgot that was weird. That was weird. So, I'm gonna say something that's mostly if you play the end of the game. So, earlier in the game, there's a lady that harasses the fuck out of your party. She's evil. At the very last battle. Now, mind you, I could have missed it, but they do a big twist with her. Like, surprise, I'm a plot relevant weird monster thing. And I don't recall any setup to that, or, like, did it really change anything? But I was just like, I actually beat the game with a friend, and we were both like, is this hint to that? Should I have known this? It's weird. It's weird. Like, I actually think Larian does good on small scale. Like, you're like, what? Like, you're like, oh, it's a farming village. I've been turned into, like, there's, like, a fun quest where, like, someone gets turned into a cow and you gotta flip them back. Like, you know what? Perfect. Exactly the level that should be. Everything about that was totally fine. Which sounds weird that I'm like, yeah, the plot you try to do, dog shit. The cow quest, excellent. But, like, I feel like that matched, like, the level of whimsy and the level of foreshadowing, and you could do, like, a couple of fun little bits with that, you know? That was neat. And the main story absolutely sucked dick. Which is a shame, because, like, the combat of Divinity Original Sin 2, like, it's easy to cheese, but in a way that's fun to cheese. Like, you can technically, like, some difficulties you'll need to min-max, but you can, like, min-max into some, like, real bonkers ways. I was playing it with a friend where I was going, oh, there, God damn, we got ads. I'll explain my build later, after the ads are done. I'm trying to use this little itty-bitty tiny dry brush to get in and try to, like, trying to re-hit some of this area to make it more tarnished. Looks like it's mostly working. There we go. All right, let's go. We back. So yeah, my character was a build that, like, I played an elf, because what you could do is you could, like, injure yourself to make yourself stronger physically and get some extra action points. And then when you did that, you left a pile of blood. Then you could dip your arrows in the pile of blood. which gave you more physical damage. And then you could beat the fuck out of everything with arrows. And then a friend of mine played the Necromancer, which is also a physical damaging caster where you just explode corpses all day. It was really, really fun. Like, legitimately, their combat was excellent, which is why, like Baldur's 3 Gate kind of felt like a step back, because, like, not their fault. D&D 5th edition is like, you know, even with homebrew, it's still D&D 5th edition. That is not the most exciting TRPG combat system, or really any system, but whatever. None of the experience of 5e really sparks joy in that same way that, like, the homebrew custom system they had really built in did. Let's go. They had a white bread of game systems. But, like, imagine somebody who tried to shove white bread into every other food. Like I would like cornbread. No, how about white bread that we painted yellow? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't I just have cornbread, a guy? No. White bread, but corn? Still made a white bread, though. Yeah? You just painted it yellow. Yeah. That's all you need. I took white bread and I crushed it into the shape of cornbread. Like, that doesn't work. There's ingredients in there. I still laugh at those, like, when Cyberpunk got really big and, like, the what's it called? I'm actually gonna do a little bit more dry brushing. I got some stuff out. Specifically the anime. Straight up when people were like, you know, I really like Cyberpunk was really cool. Did you want to play D&D 5e? I'm like, there's an RPG. Cyberpunk Red's pretty solid. Like, it's a solid enough game. You don't gotta do it like this. Gonna make garlic toast. Oh, that sounds good. I had my regular boy dinner tonight, which is meal prep stir fry. I can cook, but, like, for myself, I'm a very lazy cook. I'm a very, very lazy cook. So it's like, I have a meal that has good portions, protein, vegetables, all kind of, like, pre-formulated out, and I just eat on that all week until it runs out, and then I make a new batch and I start again. That's what my boy dinner is, a nutritionally balanced, just kind of like regular stuff. I'm putting, yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, that's true. If it's for me, I mean, cooking for yourself in exciting ways is fun. You know, it's not bad. I used to do it a bit more before I was a VTuber, aka like nearly half a decade ago. God, that's the thing that fucks with my brain right now, guys. Like, come April, I will have been a VTuber for 5 years, which feels nuts. Like, holy shit, that feels nuts. I don't have a big plan yet for anything, but that number just feels weird, wild. In VTuber years, I'm a bajillion years old. Like, I'm a medium hag. Boy dinner is dinner for boy. I could say hag dinner then, I guess. I don't know. Or I might be missing another reference there, to be fair. I was there. I was there for, like, Q's Not I and stuff. I mean, I wasn't streaming around then. But, like, I did VTube before Halloween became a thing, so that was fun. But yeah, no, it's been a bit, which is also like part of my sort of, like, New Year's goal thing is, like, it's weird. It's like not revive the magic, but, like, I've gotten complacent. I myself, I feel like I've gotten complacent. And I want to try to mix it up more. I want to try something. I want to try to break my way out of that. Oh, if it's a Texas Beach reference, and oh boy, like the custodians. Oh, okay. I think was Kitten also called boy in there? I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, I think I'm not that I dislike V2. Still really love it. I just definitely I've gotten lazy. So I need to try to do a little better. Got this up. Hey, what's this rock for? It's for this guy. Where's you at? Him. Oh. It's my Death Commando, who has been you know, I have like a couple of Trench Crusade minis on the wings that I just slowly work on when I'm just like I might try to work on the Inquisitor on Tuesday again, just so I can get them done. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Counterparts fed a glass of water and meat for breakfast. Ah, I got you. I mean, that, depending on if the meat's cooked, that might be delicious. Like if that's like a fucking like porterhouse steak, ooh baby, that'd be good. Of Dedornable. You need Texas. At some point in my life, I need to get around to that. That's debatable. Debatable if a porterhouse in the morning would be bad. I think that sounds great. Unless you mean debatable about the loving Dorn thing. I could see a debate coming for that one. About the little recesses and the little crunchy dirt bits on here. This is a 3D printed ruined church that has gotten like dusted with some stuff. Of Dorn. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, probably not then. If I'm guessing, if I'm feeling in my heart and guessing, probably not. It's gonna be one I'm gonna have to get into getting there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this might be too lazy for the guy. My idea is like just to have him like just like stand menacingly on this like ruined building chunk. I would love to do a like a tower thing for him, but I don't know exactly how that would work. I need to find the tricky thing with some of these wider poses, it fits weird. But yeah, set you aside. Let me rent you out too as well. Yeah, I guess that makes sense considering that like if they like doing text to speech, but they were forced out because of like potential stuff. Like I could see wanting to keep like the jokes, but like needing to recontextualize them. Got 15 minutes. How is the lad looking? Lad is looking. Do I want to work on lad, or do I want to? Yeah, I got a little bit of metal on my palette. I'm gonna take a little lad break. Work on this dude. I think it's because mostly I want to get this guy. Gripping him by this is very awkward. I eventually probably want to get, maybe I'll get like another coat of red after I do some of the metallics. Do I want to do I dry brush the metal on this as well, or do I want to do the metal like straight? I guess I can see how it looks dry brush. That's not so bad. Okay, there we go. Oxidized metal, which does not make any sense, but like, I'll take it. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, it's perpetually the Alpha Boosta stuff is like stuff I need. To date, the only really two things I've seriously watched of his were the Sly Marbo video, which I watch that periodically because I really enjoy that one, and the turnip one. The turnip battle report thing was really nice. I'm very thankful for the turnip battle report because the amount of people that got into turnip because of that is like pretty substantial actually. Like turnip is still always going to be a relatively niche war game. That's fine. I enjoy me some niche war games. This had like pretty good success as far as niche war games go, especially for a thing done by like one dude, for the most part. But it's like the amount of people that came in for them, like fuck yeah, let's go. It was really good. I'm a little surprised he didn't do more, but like he did. Oh, he did do the Turnip 28 Kickstarter had him do the like animations and stuff for the very beginning. I believe that was Alpha Boosta doing those, which is pretty neat. And I did kickstart that fully, so you guys will see the Turnip 28 all the stuff from there. Probably the dragon will be the first thing I paint. Whenever the dragon, I don't know when the STLs are coming out. I imagine soonish. I think they're going to be a little bit staggered. Like just the hag babies, yeah. I got inspired to that, and like I kind of have a setup to do battle report stuff. Like I got me a bunch of backdrops and a table, and it like kind of was potentially viable for that, but like. As I got to look in the battle report things more, to realize it's like more and more stuff I would need, and I just like, oh god, this is gonna take so much. Like there's like I think even like Dice Check ran into a similar issue. It's like the amount of shit you actually need to do a battle report is daunting. Like I think if people are just like, yeah, you just film two armies just slapping against each other. It's like no. Like even to do a lazy bad battle report still requires a lot of camera work and stuff. Got the metal. Do a little bit more metal on these little nubbins. There we go. So yeah, luckily I still have the gear for all that. Like I didn't get rid of all that. I was just like, well, oh boy, this is a lot. This is a lot. I don't know what I'm doing. Stuff like that. And TTS were based on the game you simulated. Oh, really? Okay, let's go. Maybe that's what I gotta do. The other option, something I had thought about doing, was like, it's weird because like, it's a lot to ask other people for a battle report thing. So I was like I guess I could like fake my own. I guess. I know Angry Joe in like the littlest sense. Like I know he's been like an internet guy for a while. But I didn't know he did battle report stuff. Like if he's got a cool setup, please feel free to link me to that. I would love to take a look at that. Oh wait, I should make these metal. I should make these white so I can glow them. Oh, okay, that'll add a little extra jazz to this. Yeah, I don't know where he's like as like a general. Like he's been like he was like, wasn't he part of the fucking like channel awesome dudes? I don't want to put that like that like sin on him. Battle report. We're talking about battle report stuff. How you doing, dude? I was also working on this lad a little bit. Oh, if I'm considering to do metal, I also need to do like the interiors of this as well, so I can do that. I can do it around the middle, and it'll probably rub off a little bit. That's gonna be the worst. As long as I can get sort of like that interior like little bit. Effectively like right here. How you doing? Yeah, we're talking about apparently Angry Joe has a really bitchin' battle report setup, which is wild. Oh shit, really? I was not aware. How I feel like I should have heard about this by now, just being on the internet as much as I am. Huh, neat. I might have to check that out then. If he's got like a tour of his setup, I mean I probably will be lacking a lot of the shit from his setup, but still. It at least may potentially give me a guide on what I should be doing. On YouTube. Ah, gotcha. Wait, he's like streaming? Can I raid Angry Joe? I mean, if he's live, actually, technically I could. It's weird. I kind of hate the YouTube raid feature, honestly, just because like it's always awkward to find like anyone who's even live who's not a bot. I get the interior bits. Let's go. He does stream too. Oh, you're just saying he's just on YouTube making videos, but he does stream stuff too. Ah, gotcha. I see. Oh. I feel like this wheel is both like very straightforward, and I also feel a little too much. I feel the pain that's going to be coming from this wheel. There's going to be a lot of touch-up shit that's going to have to go on there. All right, put that there, and then what do I want to do with you, buddy? I got like 10. Let's see. Like, yeah, I would like that. So what I've done is I've tried to sort by like hashtags. So it'd be like hashtag Vtuber, hashtag Warhammer. But a lot of Vtubers there's like a continuously running AI Vtuber, I guess. And I run into that shit constantly. It's the fucking worst. I want to be like this. Yeah, I think I've been on the right. Balances him a bit more. No, I actually kind of like him more like that. So it's weird. So I'm thinking if I glue him, the feet are still fucked, but having something to grip on might actually help me later for this. Hal's gonna do something he's probably gonna regret. Let's find out. Yeah, I mean it's like him and like God, what's her name? I think her name is Emily, right? I actually like genuinely like her videos. To the point where like I only found out later that she was like a former Channel Awesome person. I was like, what the fuck? Like she does like kind of like nice video essays that I've like to put on. Like that's sometimes the kind of stuff I listen to when I paint. Like I do, like I've only recently-ish gotten to the audiobook realm. It's like a lot of times it's like I need something to keep my hands busy when I paint or build stuff. Let's try it. Oh. This is a relatively new bottle. What the fuck? okay, that's toast. Okay. Oh, that might just be an old bottle. Okay, I got this newer bottle. This one will be better. Oh god, it's the one with the super crusty tip. I don't think this is gonna be better. Now this one's also fucked. Do I have glue? Hold on. Check my glue. Yeah, what's her name? It's like Emily something or other? God, I can't remember her name. Oh, if you want a really good video essay series that I like that's really short, like under an hour, but everything's really good. Atrocity Guide. Atrocity Guide fucks. Ah, there we go. Ah. But yeah, Atrocity Guide, she basically will do things about like really obscure kind of stuff, like the breatharian people, the people who thought that they did not need food to live, like immortality people, like the guys who try to like cryogenically freeze their body, about a dude who thought he had visions from God, so he built a throne made of junk in a storage unit that he rented, and nobody knew it really existed until he died. Like, he's just, she does some real primo shit. She doesn't update very often. I'm gonna say like every 6 months to a year, the Atrocity Guide lady just drops like the best video you'll ever watch. She just fucks off. I don't know if she has like an internet presence or not, but like, she's genuinely like, I really like all of her stuff. It's really, really good. Really high spec. I don't think she ever like, she's gotten some like, I think she's got like a video or two up to 1 million, but I think she's like still relatively unknown in the great scheme of things. Yeah, I'm a big sucker for video essays. I'm not gonna lie. That's why occasionally I get that like, what if how video essay? But I also know that a lot of people who do those, like, that's their thing because it takes so long to put together one. I don't know where I would cram time to find to make a video essay, but like the allure is there for certain. And that might just be a thing I need to do. Like, I do like streaming, but like the idea of like maybe like doing like 3 days a week, so I had a 4th day a week to do maybe do a video essay. Who knows? Is a thought that I have from time to time. Like that might just be the thing I need to do to evolve and keep shit fresh. You know. I would definitely at least keep like, you know, 2 painting streams a week and then a video game stream, but like the remainder stream is always a kind of tricky thing. Souls alive and old god. That kind of sounds fun. Yeah, every now and then you get those kind of like nut jobs that are relatively articulate, and you're like, okay, I'm willing to buy into your like crazy theory or story prompt, depending on. It's like sometimes like are they crazy? Is this a bit? Who knows? That's the fun. That's the eternal whimsy of, are they crazy or are they really creative? I typically lean towards creative, but sometimes you're like, oh no, they're batshit. Just how it is. Right, the lad has been gluing on there. Actually, it turned out pretty good. Once again, his sandals need work. His sandals definitely need work. Like, at least grip them on there, you know? Yeah, what if I'm not baiting? What if that's my actual dog shit opinion? I recorded that a while ago. Do I still have the hold on? If I can't find this in like 3 seconds, I'll give up. I did absolutely record that. I found a guy that does like, he reads like green text stuff, maybe not green, like image macros, and he does like a Space Marine voice modulator thing. And I distinctly remember like using that to recreate that. God, I have to. I forgot that my media tab is fucked because I do nothing but like paint. This is a mistake. Yeah, no. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that up later. I'm not finding this. I'm not finding this tonight. Job. Oh God, yeah, that's true because you're not doing it for free. You're doing it for a paycheck, which sounds brutal, honestly. And also, God, get it, guy? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Wait. what? I feel like I'm fucking up your name like really bad. Gadget. How you doing though? Welcome. It's late. How you doing though? My name's Halbernut, the Mimic Elf, major beta VTuber of the Nerd Golden Game variety, and today I've been working on Lad. He is not done by like any real means, but like pretty good progress on the Lad actually. This is all about like roughly 2 hours. Get a little bit more of the wood on the back of the gun though, because that's the immediate thing I can see some fixing. Hey, how you doing? I'm now gaslighting myself to realize like did I forget how gadget spelled? Gadget. It is gadget. Gadget. I think I'm so used to like my accent really writes over the. It is okay. That is gadget. Gadgetic guy? I guess gadgetic guy makes sense. Okay. Wow, I butchered the fuck out of that. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? Now that I have fucked it up real bad. It's not your fault. It's for some reason like longer names, my ability to pronounce them shut down. How you doing? How you doing? Don't search why would I look up minions on the internet? That sounds like an awful time. How you doing, Pudding? Welcome. How you doing? I'm wrapping up the Lad for tonight. He's doing. Oh shit! I was getting some paint, and I need to hit up the wood a tiny bit. To go. Hey, it's the first time. Oh shit! Really nice. Unfortunately, I'll be wrapping up soon, but I'm glad you're able to catch me at least a little bit. How you doing? It's an AI filter over. Oh god, that sounds awful. Yeah, this is one thing, like, some days I wish I lived on the West Coast, not for anything, that the West Coast has natively, the time zone. Having a West Coast time zone sounds really fucking banging. Holy shit. Blast the coast. Hey, how you doing? Currently, been working on this Lad all day. He's still got, like, quite a while to go, but, like, yeah, he's looking pretty good. My goal is to eventually touch up the leather, touch up this. Definitely touch up the sandals. The sandals are where he needs to go. Not really an Australian thing. It's just like, you know, a lot of times my what's it called? My like it gets late for me and it's like super duper like early for a lot of people. It's an awkward time zone for other time zones, East Coast time. Man, if I had my druthers though, I would love to stream during noon. For like a mini painting stream. I've always really loved the idea of like, you know, like a casual 1 or 2 hour mini painting stream in the US afternoon. But the thing is, you can't really do that unless you're unemployed. It's just very, very tricky to do that. And I know a lot of people who do stuff in that time slot. It seems really cozy. You know, somebody's getting their lunch and you're like, hey, I'm here. I'm painting a Lad. Would you like to watch me paint the Lad while you eat your sandwich? Like that's it. I don't know. That has like this kind of like really like platonic, like nice idea. It sounds cool in my brain. Touch up the wood a little bit. Yeah, it really do be like that. Oh, there we go. I do recognize the emote. There we go. Oh, let me see. Yeah, we got the guy. What's other? Can I do any other like really quick? Nah, unfortunately, it's past. The tricky thing is I have to try to go to bed early because I fucked up my sleep schedule for my holiday break. So unfortunately, I must be wrapping up for the pause. Let me pause my Liamu music because she does good song. There we go. Hey, it's all good, Meister Miller. I'm wrapping up myself. So let me go to the chatting screen. Wow. Hear myself. All right. Well, thanks for coming, nerds. I had a fun time. Schedule. So this is this current week, the last week's schedule. It's going to be a little weird. Tuesday, minis. Wednesday, I will be on Echo stream. Let me shout out Echo real quick. Echo Gummy. You know Echo. You probably know Echo. She's alien friend. She's doing a big fundraising subathon thing, so I'm gonna be part of that. Thursday movie night will be on. Saturday, I'm going to work on the 2025 lemon pig. If you've never seen me make a hideous lemon pig, you should take a look at that. It's pretty rad. I'm going to dunk another lemon in resin, but I'm going to do it a little bit more right this time. Then on Sunday, I will be doing some more mini painting. I'm assuming both of these are going to be Trench Crusade, but I could be wrong. At least one will be. At least one will be. And with that, I am going to cut you people on the YouTubes loose. So everybody on the YouTube side, take it easy. Have yourself a good night, and I will catch you nerds later. So bye-bye, YouTube people. Hold on a sec.